Boundaries with the new Alienware M15R6, available on alienware.co.in. Experience smooth, high-speed gaming action with powerful performance and uninterrupted play. Enjoy software and warranty upgrades, exclusive offers and benefits with no-cost shipping. Ready to game like never before? Get it all on alienware.co.in.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening to the Dell Futurist Gaming event, Valorant, powered by Alienware in association with Team Liquid. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's going to be your boy, Aggressive, joined by none other than my main man, Kirito, and we're going to be here to bring you this incredible tournament straight in front of your screens. And honestly, you could be asking, what exactly is the Dell Futurist event anyways? This is going to be a chance for a lot of young, aspiring Valorant esports players to make their mark in the professional scene and get a first-hand experience of playing at high stakes. Yeah, this is going to be a normal tournament just like any other. Has a prize pool, has something to fight for, has a crown in its favor to be the Dell Futurist winners. But the thing is, we have something a little bit extra as well planned for every single one of these teams. And Kirito, I know for a fact that you're excited. As soon as you heard about it, you were giddy about it in a matter of seconds. Not only are they going to be winning an incredible prize pool of 1.5 lakh rupees, other than that, they're also getting a chance to get a one-on-one mentoring session with the Team Liquid Valorant squad. Dude, come on, who does not want that?
The Team Liquid, by the way.
Yeah, Team Liquid with
Team
Scream.
Liquid. Scream,
one
Navera,
tap push in.
Link, it's them.
Dude, as soon as I heard this, I was just giddy all over. I'm still getting goosebumps right now. Absolutely. To get a chance to get mentored by one of the best teams in Europe, if not the best pretty much, you have to say that every single one of these squads, they're going to be gunning for this. To get a chance to meet players like Scream, you don't get it every single day. And hey, we here at Dell Futurist, we are making it all happen for these squads. But hey, you could be asking us who exactly are going to be the ones playing for the first initial match. We're going to be having 3 beautiful games for you today, all lined up 8 p.m., 8:50, and 9:30 respectively. Timing wise, it could shift up or down depending on how we're going to be moving it down forward and how fast the matches are going to be going. But still, that's the schedule we're going to be following. And for the 8 p.m. game, we're going to be looking at SADUL versus Lionheart Esports. SADUL Esports, we know this squad to be an absolute juggernaut of a team. And Lionheart, in a way, a lot of it is stacked up against them. Are they going to be the ones to be able to take something away from SADUL? I don't really know, because when you look at the names of the roster, they don't really have a lot of players that are well known. But at the same time, sometimes these underdogs, they can pull off a massive upset.
Yeah, we're definitely expecting some underdogs to rise up today, because obviously with the prize that is up there, the prize pool that is up there for the teams to win up, it's going to be absolutely insane. And even every single team out there, even if they're underdogs or what, if they're a top team, it doesn't matter. They're all going to be giving it for a chance to win this spread, because teams like Team Liquid out there, they're doing some really good stuff for the gaming scene in various places, like especially in this India. This is an opportunity you don't want to let go of. This is going to help out the Indian scene develop to such a great extent, and these teams will be able to learn some of the tactics, some of the way to play the game from one of the best teams in the world, possibly best teams in EU, to say the least. But yeah, definitely it's going to be a tournament that we all are going to keep our eyes open. In this match, especially ASADUL, I'm going to keep my eyes on them, and definitely going to keep some attention on the side of Lionheart as well, because we all want to see what these teams actually come up with when they're taking on these big names, these big rosters. So looking forward to this match. The map is going to be Bind. It's going to be a best of one series, because we have 3 matches for today. And the first one is going to be on Bind. And it's going to be an exciting one regardless, because, I mean, we want to start off the Dell Futurist Gaming Tournament with a bang. The Valorant scene just needs this stuff, man. We need to make sure everybody's hyped up. Everybody's excited, because it's about to be an exciting and an absolutely insane journey.
Yeah, you got to remember, with the stakes of having Team Liquid on the line pretty much. It's Team Liquid. You don't want to miss this opportunity at all. And we are going to be talking about this over and over again because you do need to remember this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You are never going to be able to get this. Like, tell me honestly, how many of these top tier 1 teams in the international scene are just out there giving away their coaching sessions? Not only are they going to be getting this, they're also going to be getting a lot of incredible, beautiful merchandise from Team Liquid as well with a virtual tour. There's just a lot of things that the winning team is going to be getting. So the stakes are high. It's just not about the prize money. It's just not about the glory. It's a chance for you to become a better roster and not only take the South Asian scene by storm, but also take the entire world by storm as well. If you're able to use all the teachings that they do give you and bring yourselves up to that next level. And in this sense, Lionheart, they would kind of just use this opportunity for themselves, but they really do need to go through the iron wall that is SNUL Esports first right off the get-go. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be simple, especially when you consider how the squads are going to be playing, going up against one another, because when you consider players like Badman, Strix, Godvexy, Binks, and then Ezzy, they have a lot of incredible synergy between all of the players. But on the other side, how much more can they do from their end? Are they going to be able to rise up to the challenge is going to be the real question. You know, for a fact that a couple of the players are pretty well known. They're really good aimers, especially from the side of Pixels and Avax. But yeah, but for everyone else, will they be able to mesh together as a squad and then rise up to the challenge? That would be a really big question mark in my eyes, Kirito.
That's a question we're all looking the answers for, and hopefully we're going to find the answers in this matchup, because obviously in a game like Valorant, you want to have that perfect communication, that perfect teamwork chemistry, because you can't really take a side or defend a side all alone. You can, but it's gonna be, it's gonna be really difficult considering you have other 5 agents pushing you, and especially the wide range of utilities and abilities these agents have. It's so much more better, and it's so much more prominent to play with a whole team backing you. So you definitely want to have that good chemistry. You want to have the best utility you can, the best coordination you can. And when you're taking on a team like SAQL, any kind of team out there, even Lionheart, whatever you're talking about, they need to have the best communication out there to be able to stand up to them. Hopefully we're going to have that in store today. It is only one map, but we still have a couple of matches to go. So it's going to be a long night. Make sure you're all buckled in, ready to go, because it's going to be an exciting one. I mean, when you just present the opportunity to meet Team Liquid and you talk about Alienware, stuff like that, I mean, the gaming facility they have, who wouldn't want, even if it's a virtual meeting, who wouldn't want that? So hopefully all the teams are going to be giving it their all, and hopefully we're going to see the most insane competition we've seen in a while. And considering these names that I'm seeing, it's about to be a good one.
Especially when you consider that being the map of Bind. A map where it's purely based upon those close range gunfights. It's really based upon trying to take as many trade games as you possibly can. It is not really a map where strategy is going to be reigning king. It's all about the fundamentals. Yeah, strategy is a really important aspect, especially when you think about rotations, the way you want to go in for executions, but it's a lot more different when you consider the end all be all. It's about the fundamentals. Unless you have really solid fundamentals, you're not going to be able to close out the map of Mind. And for the side of SAQL, we know that their fundamentals are absolutely incredible, but where do they falter in? It comes down a little bit to the strategic aspect. But for the side of Lionheart, do they have the same? Or are they purely a team based upon strategy? Or are they purely a team based upon fundamentals? This is where they need to showcase that they have both. Because to take down SAQL, strong fundamentals are not going to be getting you through anything. They need to go that extra step and then go the extra mile as well.
Yeah, definitely. And starting the things off for the proper strategy and fundamentals, you need to have the best agent selection. And we can see the agent selections in front of us. And looks like the side of Lionheart, they're going with a pretty default strategy, if I'm being honest. We have the flash and dash combo, yellow flash on the breach. What other agent would you play when you have a name like that? Chetu Boy is going to be on the side of a Jet. We have Avax on the Astra. Cobalt's going to be on the Killjoy. And the rest of it's going to be 1 HP Pixel. I don't know. Is there a short name for that? Or should I just say
Let's
the
call
whole
them
thing?
Pixels. Let's call them Pixels.
Pixel's going to be on the Sova. Meanwhile, on the opposition, the defending side, it's going to be Badman playing the Viper. Strix is going to be Jet. Godvex is going to be on the Sova. Binks is going to be on the Raze. And Ezzy is going to be on the Astra. So pretty similar lineups. Obviously, the side of the attackers. They're lacking on that double duelist combo, but I feel like that initiator, a double initiator setup will definitely help them out get into the side a lot more easier, especially when they have the breach flash and the jet dash to work with. Flash and dash combo all the way. But meanwhile, the race pick from the side of the defenders might actually spell some trouble on either side, both attacking and defending. But going into the matchup, we're going to see early on Chetuboy is going to be pushing up towards that B side. He has Pixel alongside him. And there are some Astro Utilities plays. Their Strix is actually pushed up to B long. He's trying to wait for anybody to push a little bit too aggressively. The drone is going to come in. Chetuboy trying to find something from that drone, but so far nothing. The Viper wall is going to go up to try and do some damage while they do the entry. Frag in Strix. He's going to take down Cobalt. A second one from him. Taking down Chetuboy. Godvex, he's holding on backside. Binks is still in the cubby. They're coming up. Avax. He's let two of his teammates die. He will take the trade eventually, but it might be a little bit too late. Rotation is being done to the A side, but the thing is, can they read this?
I don't think so. Not at this point. They're just a little bit too far gone. They did get one kill. They were able to take down the menace of Strix, but it's just not going to be working for them. Bing swings around the corner and gets a kill onto Avax. Now they don't have any smokes either. Pixels, maybe he can find one, but that's just not going to happen. Not against Ezzy. He's looking for a couple of more swings out and gets a casual tap on the yellow flash. Yeah, the flash is just not going to be able to survive. Oh, wait, no. He's actually referring to Minato and not the flash. Yeah, it took me a little second. It took me a second to realize that initially.
You're such a weeb, I expected you to get that reference, but whatever.
No, I didn't get it instantly, but I got it at the end. It's fine.
Well, it's fine regardless. It is fine for the side of the defenders. They're going to have that 1 point already on board for them. They can go for the buys as he's going to save up for a ghost. I think he might get the operator for his teammate, but we don't know. Maybe just saving for a better weapon regardless, because obviously the Astra has a lot of utility to buy. Maybe just focusing on all the utilities to save up. Regardless, it doesn't really matter. They have the advantage going in and all the hardcore save for the side of Lionheart. It's going to be difficult regardless. I mean, Classics taking on Spectres, it's never an easy fight, especially when you consider they're all on full armor. But, you know, maybe a couple of frags here and there. Getting the bomb down won't be bad considering they're going to have to buy the next round. And that extra bit of cash might help them out quite a bit in the long run. It looks like they're going to be doing a full team push towards showers. So, Badman, say hello.
Ooh, okay. Batman. He just gets a freebie kill. Like, he just pulls them down like the way they are. Come on, give him the ice.
Oh, Pixels.
Pixels. He just shuts him down with a slap to the face. Like, you know, when your mom comes into your room and then sees you playing a video game, takes off her shoe and then slaps you? That's exactly what Pixels did. And Ezzy, he just comes in around the corner to get that final kill as well. To get that revenge for his buddy Batman. But hey, Batman. He started things off with a bang and he's like, what, 2 points off his ultimate? Viper Spit, and as soon as that Viper Spit comes in, yeah, you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I didn't really expect that kind of a result from that encounter. I thought that maybe he might lose out, maybe getting one frag then.
Did you expect my reference to be that accurate?
No.
But it was really accurate though, wasn't it?
It definitely was. It was very accurate, but the thing is, we're going to be moving on to the next round. Byron, outside of the attackers, that is Lionheart. They have Phantoms and Vandals in their hands. All Spectres still available for the side of SA Duel. Binks, he's going to be put in a hard position. Can he satchel out of there? And the recon will spot him out, but Strix is there to back him up. How they not? We see Astro Utility buying some time for them. But there's still not any frags in their favor. Godvex is going to be going for a push, trying to peek out those players onto B-Long. Drone will give him some information, but yellow flash through the smoke. As one to Binks forwards for scenario shock darts to push back the players onto B-Long. One more recon will definitely gather him more information than he needs. He's going to shoot it. Does he lose his life? No, he doesn't. Spots out both players. And now they know where every single one of the players of the attackers are. But Avax, nice shot onto Strix.
Avax is going to be good for one kill, but is he going to be good for anything more than that is going to be the real question. Not in this situation, though. They're just going to be chilling. They're just going to be vibing. They just need to run on back. Maybe find a different avenue for themselves because, yeah, they got the 2 kills. They have the man advantage. They cannot get too greedy trying to go in for the same side over and over again. The A side is empty. it's only Batman to hold down the fort here. If Batman is able to get 1 kill, that's all that he needs. He has a Viper's Pit to work with as well, and he can use that Viper's Pit to perfection if he's able to find this kill. Oh, he's not gonna be able to get it.
Not this time. He went for the spray down, doesn't get any frags. Instead, it's going to be Pixel getting the trade. He's looking into U-Haul, but as he's going to get one more frag, 2 versus 3 scenario. I mean, this is a Byron for them, but significant damage done by the side of the defenders. A flash comes in, but Vexy lands his shot. AVAX with a trade. It's all on to Vexy. 70 HP, but the wall bang comes in. Pixel from the opposition. He's going to land the shot in. And we're going to see the first round in favor of Lionheart. But I got to say, though, good damage done. They took down 3 players. They're able to get some money on board. They still have the momentum flowing in them. We can still see that they're not really stopping or slowing things down based on how they played that round. They're definitely feeling the aggression. They keep going. Keep feeling that aggression and keeping that momentum up. And that might result them into winning this next gun round. Because obviously the economy of Lionheart isn't the best. They are going to be playing a couple of Bulldogs. Those aren't bad weapons, but it's not the best compared to what the side of SAUL have. Operator for Strix. Picking out B-Long. No one's there just yet. AVAX. Is he going to walk into it? There it is.
Strix.
That was a tight angle.
Yeah, Strix just does not miss, man. He has the reaction speeds and he's just ready for it every single time. Now, Bings, he knows exactly what's up. He's looking to get a little bit of his own information down. Maybe catch out the player who wanted to go in for the owl drone, but not going to be able to find it. Not just yet. He's right around the corner. He's trying to go in for this engagement, but swings out. Just want to be able to spot him out, but the spray was a little bit scuffed, but he's going to be the one to survive with 2 HP. Another guy's right around the corner, but Chetu Boy's not going to be missing that shot. Biggs gets away with murder. Shuts down Chetu Boy almost immediately, but now it's all up to Mina, though. The yellow flash is not just going to be fast enough. Strix instead, just a tiny little bit faster. Takes him out, and we're looking at a 3-1 on the scorecards.
Cobalt, the only one alive. He's not yet to get in frags. Could be the first frag of the match for him. He does cross out Batman, who was holding towards Market. Might spots the head of Strix. Oh, gets the headshot in there, but doesn't predict. Bing still holding outside Hookah. Gets the headshot.
2 HP Bings gets 3 kills.
I mean,
Nice.
Strix hit some insane shots that last round, but I don't know how he missed that one. Regardless, Cobalt does get the headshot in there, but not the frag. 3-1's the scoreline, and we still see the lead in favor of SAUL. And they might extend this, considering we're going to see a save round, an eco round coming out from Lionheart. All pistols.
You just gotta be sure, especially when so much is on the line. And Lionheart, they're not looking that strong right off the get-go, but I've learned personally that I should never ever count out a team until the Fat Lady sings. So in this situation, I think that Binks' grenade is going to be singing that song. And Strix is operator as well. I guess, yeah, it works. And yeah, Batman's also going to be able to sing his own song, and everyone's just playing an orchestra.
Alright.
Everyone's in...
What just happened?
Who's the attacker and who's the defender? Can I ask you?
I looked to my left for 1 second to see if everything's fine over here, because I have my desk and everything. I just look there and look, and I see all blue in the kill field. It's like, what just happened?
They're singing the I'm Blue. They're singing the I'm Blue song.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would sing it as well, but yeah, whatever. Like, singing a voice for now, because that is horrible. But yeah, it's gonna be a 4-1 score line. Byron coming on for Lionheart. They have Vandals, 1 Phantom in the hand of Cobalt, who is yet to get his frag. You know, I keep mentioning that, but yeah, I mean, that's my motivation for him. You haven't got a frag yet. You're gonna get one, and I'm gonna keep mentioning it until you do. But oh, a great gravitational well coming in. Here comes the Hunter's Fury. He's not hitting the player that's right in front of him. I mean, Godvexy was tagged, but still Strix was in the gravitational well. Sees the shoulder of Chetuboy is gonna be TPing away to safety. And it's a 4 versus 5 immediately. They're pushing onto the B, though, regardless of the man disadvantage. It's all onto Godvex. He has some backup now, but he's very much in harm's way.
Maybe they're going to be able to find something. Slowly pushing their way up. Spots out one of the heads. AVAX. Maybe he could get something here, but it's just not going to be easy. Oh, pushing-wise, that's just not that good. Binks finds another one on towards the face of the yellow flash, and that's another kill. Nothing to really say here. Binks pulls out the rocket as he gets a kill on towards the side of Pixel. And now, It's a 2 versus 4 situation. They're looking for a couple of more. Avex is gonna be the one to take down Big. Strix chimes in with his own kill. Cobalt's gonna finally get his first initial kill, Kirito. Your wish has been granted.
There it is.
And hey, now Cobalt, it's time to sit down, lie down, and just give away the round towards the side of SAUL.
I mean, it was quite a chaotic ending to the round, but 5-1's gonna be the scoreline, and I feel like side of Lionheart, they're not really pushing up with the full confidence they had, because they have good utilities, they have pretty decent aim as well, but they need to come in with a lot more, lot more faith in themselves that they're gonna get these frags, and they also need to clear out some of these angles. I feel like they're making some basic mistakes while clearing out the angle, while playing on the trades. And you can't really let that happen when you're in a series like this. When you're facing a team against SADUL, they're going to take full advantage of that. In Strix this time, he's going to be placed outside shower. Eco round again for Lionheart. All pistols. Full armor on Chetu Boy, who's going to be using the Blade Storm. No, nothing given yet. Oh, misses the op shot. Avax is like, nah, I'm out of here. Get me out of this place.
Yeah, he's not going to be staying there for even a second. Not after a shot like that. You do not want to go up against Strix when he has an operator in his hand. But Avax, you're playing with fire. Yeah, he's not going to miss twice. It just does not happen. Just running away. Try and save it for another rainy day. Good flick and a half and a readjustment from his side. But Cobalt, he's feeling himself right now. He just needed that one kill. He just needed to open his kill book. And now that it's open, it's a rabbit hunting season. They're looking to find that kill. You get the reference, Kirito.
Yeah,
others don't, but you do.
We do. Binks is gonna be inside the smoke, gets a frag onto Cobalt. Pixel is gonna be right outside. That's a great nade. It's like he knew. It's like Jimmy satcheling above, trying to gather information, but 24 HP onto Pixel. He's gonna be behind the Viper wall, all alone. They know they've got him cornered in a tight position, and Ezzy's just gonna finish thing up. What? What was that voice line? I know it's completely off topic, but what was that voice line? Oh, Astra.
It's Astra things, man. This is why whenever I do cast a tournament, or if I'm trying to observe a tournament, I just go away from the Astra as soon as the round ends. Just because the voice lines are way too long. But I guess, it's Astra is Astra. She's a love and hate character, but what we do love about her is all of her utility. The level of strategy that you can have with an Astra is just something incredible.
Oh, Strix caught in a corner, dashes away. Ezzy with the first frag on the by Pixel. He's gonna get the trade, but the trades are just coming left, right, and center. Strix so good shot, but Pixel, that headshot was brilliant. But Batman, he's gonna get one in a second as well from Showers. That man is literally an army with a Viper. It's all onto Cobalt, has an ultimate, has some utility to work with, but does he check his behind? No. Binks is gonna come in and land the shots in, get a 7-1 scoreline. Should I say it? Should I say it? Should I say it? Should I say it? Tell me I can say it.
Let's do it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, if any of you have PTSD from a certain football match, get ready to relive those days.
Brazil fans! Where you at? Brazil versus Germany.
Oh my god.
7-1 scoreline in the house. We got the scoreline we all hope and dream for. Well, not you guys, not the Brazil fans. Yeah, but yeah, don't worry.
Oh my god.
Next time maybe. But yeah, Batman, he's gonna be pushing and getting the first frag onto Chetuba. He's concussed though, and he's gonna be traded out quite easily. Yellow Flash tries to transfer onto Ezzy, but Ezzy not giving him the shots. The shock darts won't connect either. The gravitational well is gonna be avoided by him. He's really good with the Astra, and the movement is really fluid. Strix gets the frag onto Pixel with that operator. He's good at holding these side angles. He's gonna be taken out by AVAX. So 3 versus 3 scenario. Ultimates available on the table for both sides. Who's gonna go for which one is the question, but on the flank, oh god, Vexy. Can he land one? No, he doesn't. That is huge. Cobalt.
Brazil fans are fighting back, boy. Brazil fans are fighting back.
The score is 7-1. You cannot change history, but looks like Binks will give it a shot. As he's gonna be moving on to that B side. Spots Yellow Flash, gets a good shot onto him. The concussion plan, but won't connect with him. He's gonna send the nade in, just not in. Could have been nade. Can he get AVAX? No, he doesn't. It's all onto Strix. 1-on-2 with an operator. Can he do it?
Yeah, this is where it all falls apart, or possibly this is where it all could begin. Strix, he's been so deadly with the operator. Now it's his time to try
both in
and
elbow.
bring in something different. Maybe he's gonna be the one to bring it all back. Maybe he's gonna be the one to change history here, but I don't think that's gonna happen, especially with Avex just going in for that hole. He's gonna swing out, catch out Strix as well before the half diffuse even comes in. 7-2 on the scorecards here, ladies and gentlemen. And hey, I think you angered the Brazil fans. They're gonna be changing history right here and right now, possibly.
Yeah, about that. Sorry, but not sorry. It's still 7-1.
Just move on forward from that.
Okay, moving on. It's 7-2. We'll get you next time. We still got 2 more matches. Who knows what's gonna happen there? We might even have different kinds of numbers there. We have a lot of number references. Don't worry about that. But yeah, 7-2 is gonna be the scoreline for now. A pretty big lead coming out from the side of S8UL. And I mean, what can I say about it? They're just so much more organized. They're so much more consistent with their fragging. I'm not sure why Binks threw that satchel. Maybe it was a mistake. But yeah, again, talking about consistency, they're all getting these frags. They're all using the utility to its best. I'm not just seeing the same thing from Lionheart. And it feels like some of the strategies they're doing are really predictable and really easy to read. But yeah, the aim game is there. They just need to spend some more time watching some of these top tier teams play. They need to spend some more time, you know, actually getting familiar with how these agents work and how they can fully utilize their utility. Yeah.
This is what Team Liquid is here for. This is why they're here in association with Alienware to help out in this tournament. This is what the teams are fighting for. This is the chance that they need. And once again, I need to thank the side of Team Liquid for doing something like this, giving a one-on-one mentoring session like this. This is not something that happens all the time. And hey, all of these teams, they're going to be fighting for that exact same thing. If you're fighting for something this incredible, hey, you need to go in as fast as you possibly can. Lionheart, if you want that chance of getting a one-on-one mentoring session with the entire Valorant roster, you can't miss out on this now, can you?
Yeah, imagine you're in a session with Scream or Nefera or Link, whoever you prefer, and he's saying, "Oh, that was a nice shot." I would instantly die there.
Yeah. Like, that would go on your Instagram.
Scream said, "Good shot" to me. Scream said, "Well played" to me. I'd be like, "Oh my god, I don't want anything else in life. You can take away everything. I don't really care." And I think all of the teams are going to be fighting for that as we're moving into the game. We're returning. It's going to be a 7-2 scoreline. And we are yet to see anything really happen for the side of Lionheart that sort of suggests that they can actually stand up to this. Because obviously the utility lackings is there. They're not really properly utilizing the team play aspect of the game. Like, I'm not seeing the double peaks coming in. I'm not seeing the trades go as well. But finally, we're going to see a good flash and dash coming in. But SC still gets the frag on the Chetu boy. Has cover from Binks now. Some wall bangs will be there. Shock Dart will be bringing him to 11 HP. Can he live? He will. Avex will get a frag on the Batman. The trade is there from Binks. They're pushing into the side. Yellow flash does land the shot.
Spike down A.
But took a little bit too long. Cobalt tries to destroy the satchel. But as he's there from play coming out of them all onto Pixel. His position is known. And Ezzy low on HP. Maybe he can land a shot onto him, but doesn't really matter. They're rushing towards him. Can he land one? He will. Second, maybe. Oh, he does. Wait, hold up. Keep him in mind. Ezzy is pretty low on HP. So
30 seconds left.
if he takes out God Vexi, maybe 7-3, maybe.
3, he says, and now
Oh,
Pixel's
all
right
right.
around the corner. That's just not gonna happen. Pixel doesn't know where to look. Does he check left? Does he check right? He was not able to isolate those angles. And once again, this is the primary thing that I always talk about. Whenever you are going in for a clutch situation, you need to trust your guts. If you feel that, hey, there's a player around this corner, that's the corner you should hold, that's the corner you should clear. You need to be very confident in what you're swinging. If you're not confident, if you're constantly just flicking around, being like, oh, I'm gonna flick on Heaven, I'm gonna flick on Lamps, I'm gonna flick on the default crates, you just can't do something like that. You need to be in tune whenever you are going in for a clutch situation. Trust your guts, trust your instincts, hold a single angle. If you die from another place, it's completely fine. Don't really worry about that. But in this sense, they're still learning. They're still trying to go in and be a better squad, so maybe they can pull off something beautiful here as well. God Vexy with the spray is going to be the one to shut down Pixels almost instantly. And this B rush, everyone coming from B long. I don't know how this is gonna be working.
Okay. Oh my god, what?
Give it to him. Jump out. Vexy, jump.
No!
Not fair.
Oh, they lined up. I got a
Not
bit scared
fair,
there
dude.
for a second. What is happening in this
Last
matchup?
round
I have
before
no
the
idea. He just got a 4K there, almost an ace. But I guess we're still gonna have to wait for the first ace of the tournament. We have had a couple of highlights here and there, but I mean, the way this is kicked off, we might get it eventually. We might even get it today. Who knows? Still have a couple more matches to go. Keep your eyes open for that, guys. But it's, I mean, it's hype from the get go. I'm just saying, this is gonna be absolutely insane of a tournament. It's gonna be insane matchup, and these teams are just throwing it all there. It's like, I want to go to the Team Liquid facility. I want to go and meet Scream. No, all that stuff. I want to get that merchandise. So they're definitely giving it their all. Pixel's gonna send that drone in, not given much info, knows that there are a couple of players nearing that U-Haul position. Strix! Oh, he was moving a little bit, wasn't ready for that peek coming in from AVAX. Hunter's Fury activated for focus. He will be connecting a couple of players. That's some tags there. Nade coming from Binks to slow them down. That's actually really good, slowing down the attack and keeping the pace of the game in their favor. Goes for a peek, loses some HP, but here comes the Breach Ultimate. Binks is gonna be hit by it.
But yeah,
They're
he's
all
pulling
gonna
out
be
the party though. The showstopper is going to be good for him. And with that, that's an instantaneous just wraparound. They know for a fact they baited out
They
two
heard the
ultimates
noise.
from the side of the defenders. And now it's all up to Vexy. Will he be able to hold it though? I don't think so.
He did it once. Can he do it again?
You should run.
We're gonna see the Killjoy ultimate coming in. Here's the TP noises.
good
Information's there. Oh, he dinged player, I think. Chetu Boy should be dinged. He's gonna be going for the Hunter Spirit, trying to play. Oh
no, Chetu Boy!
He's gonna destroy the lockdown tags Ezzy as well. That is huge. Pixel does get a frag, so does Cobalt, but Strix with a trade. 3 versus 2 scenario. Strix is jumping around, doesn't land shots. Shock darts are gonna connect. Not gonna connect. Oh, Pixel not landing the shots either. Binks is so low on HP. It's gotta be Vexy to get these frags. Swarm Nade's gonna slow him down, delaying the time on those plan on the defusal.
Player standing.
He nearly did it.
Revealing area.
He's gonna
He nearly pulled off the
Almost
impossible.
Oh,
That's not gonna happen. This is not gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's no way they're gonna be able to get it. Good for one kill, but he's not gonna be good for a second. 9-3 is the current score line, and a possibility of a comeback is still there. But the thing is, I really want to highlight what Biggs was trying to do. He threw in a satchel from over the top of the container, and he nearly forced out Pixel into the open with that satchel. If he was able to get that kill, that would have been an incredible play from the side of Biggs.
yeah, definitely. I mean, that's just how familiar you need to be with your utility in this game. You need to make sure whatever agent you're playing, you got to note it down to the T. Make sure you have all the utilities properly utilized so that you can actually use the agent to its full potential. And that's exactly what Binks is doing there. He knows the raise, he knows the potential the satchel could prove what the satchel could do in that scenario, and he almost got it in. The round could have been very different if that connected. But regardless, we're going to be switching to the side. Second half is here. 9-3 is the score line, and either the curse is real or it's fake, as we see Binks is just running into the A side. No resistance at all. There are a couple of players in showers who can damage. We already see side of AVAX, I think, going for that backstab. But he might run into Batman over. He was watching that angle. Binks is going to get the first frag on Chetu Boy. And AVAX is going to get the frag onto Batman. But they now know there's a player on the flank. Will they get the trade there? Oh, he's going to be in astral form. God, Vexy jumping in is going to get that shot. Meanwhile, Ezzy and Strix going to get 2 of their own. Strix with the final frag to finish things off. 10-3 is the scoreline. And first round in favor of S8UL.
It just didn't work out at all for them. It's 10-3 now, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, the 9-3 scoreline curse that they had on their side is no longer. It's possibility of a heartbreaking loss, but at the same time, like, you know, you need to learn from every single downfall that you do have. In a way, I do see that Lionheart, they're trying to try something a little bit more different. They are adapting, but they're adapting just a tiny little bit. Positional changes, timing changes, but that's it. They're not really doing something drastic that will throw off all of these members of S8UL. That's just not happening here. And that's one of the main reasons why they're losing out on so many of these rounds. They went in for a save here. Strix is just around the corner with the judge. He's going to be good for 1 kill. Strix is just going to hold his W key. Strix is going to be good for a second,
right.
good for his third. I'm not even going to try to hype up this man because he's using a judge. So it's completely fine. Nothing to really worry about because now Izzy, right at the very end, casually taps 2 people out of existence with a ghost. And he's using a sovereign as well here.
He's
Beautiful.
got a good taste.
Yes.
Yeah, indeed, that was a really good round coming out from the side of SADUL. They used their economic advantage to its full potential, basically just running them down, gunning them down, obviously. Having the weapons advantage worked out for them, but this is going to be the buy round for the side of Lionheart. They haven't made much of an impact in this matchup. Only 11-3 is going to be the scoreline. Only 3 rounds is what they get, but they can make it 4, they can make it 5. Starting off with this buy round, they have the better weapons. They have a judge as well. And we also what the judge could do in the last round. As we see, the push is gonna be coming in the A short, being cosmic. Sorry, not the cosmic divide. That is the gravitational well. More concussions are coming in. Meanwhile, in you, pixel focus with the judge gets 1 shot in there. Batman in mixed trade. So the Strix and the whole side has been cleared out. Rotation is here, but they're not stopping. Yellow Flash gets 1. Can he transfer? No. Strix gets a shot, but Cobalt with a quick trade. 1 versus 2. He's in the clutch scenario now. Can he pull it off? They should know where he is. That is a very, very difficult Viper smoke. He's gonna jump down. The timing on that was really unfortunate timing.
Yeah, he's just not gonna be able to get it. 12-3 on the scorecards now, ladies and gentlemen. And at this point, what do you do? How do you bring this one back? Because it's 12-3, you don't have any form of money, you're being forced onto the worst guns that you can possibly get. 2 guns from wish.com, a gun that you can kinda use, but at the same time it's an absolute PTSD weapon being the 2 judges, and then a Guardian. I like the Guardian, man, but unless you have the best aim in the entire world.
You are
Apex,
saying?
yeah,
You're
Apex, I
saying-
think he has the best aim in the entire world, possibly.
You're
Sure.
saying? The
Oh,
timing
yeah,
could not
maybe.
have been better. He gets 1 more. Why were you using the... I'm just saying. Streaks does get the trade with the judge.
Hey, that's
though,
not the gun
problem.
from wish.com. That's completely fine.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. Bings does get a trade onto Cobalt. Jumping judge. Just Assassin's Creed's that man there's out from above. Yellow Flash was not expecting that, but yeah, 1 versus 3 scenario. Match is pretty much done and dusted. 25 HP. Gets 1. But still has a judge in hand. Both of these players are so far away. Both of them have phantoms. 1 bullet is all that's gonna take. And he's still paranoid if they're on top or not. He's gonna sending those recons in. Spots Vexy, but yeah, he's just gonna just shoot 1 bullet in his body, and there we go. The round is there. 13-3 is the score line, and it goes to the side of SADUL. Well, it was pretty much a one-sided matchup. We saw a lot of flaws from the side of Lionheart, but yeah, overall, really good performance from SADUL. I really, really feel like this team we want to keep our eyes on going forward. I see so much potential. But yeah, again, going back to Lionheart, what do you think were their main sort of weaknesses? What do you think they should work on in the future?
We do consider them as a roster. Lionheart, they felt as though they just were not able to perform when it came down to their team playing synergy. It just was not there. Their aim was present. They know what to do, but they didn't have a solid game plan in the way that they were just rushing down into the side. 5 players on B long, that is not a good strategy. Not unless you have a double initiator composition with the Sky. With the Sky, yes, it's very much possible you can run in with the Flash. You can get a lot of value out of it, but you need to establish some form of control on Hookah. No one was on Hookah. The Hookah pushes were also not that good. It felt as though they lacked a lot of finesse in their raw fundamental skills as well, because sometimes they're clearing out corners, sometimes they're not, and they're still dying out to a lot of those different engagements. Understanding how to swing is also a little bit of a problem. This roster just needs to refine all of the things that they don't. They have a good foundation. The foundation is there, but to build upon that foundation, it's going to be a lot more difficult, and it's going to take a lot more time for them as well moving down the line. In my eyes, Lionheart, they are a decent roster when it comes down to the raw mechanical skill, but when it comes down to playing professionally and to be the best, they just need to work on it a lot more. Because you got to remember, in the round of 16, you should not get disheartened. You got to the round of 16, you went through a lot of the other teams, but to go up against the juggernauts of your own region, yeah, that's going to be a difficult one, especially when you're going up against players from the side of SAT well.
Definitely, this is something they definitely will be working on. Hopefully, watching this match in the future, they'll figure out the stuff they need to work on. But yeah, that is going to be the first match. We're going to be ending it on a pretty high note, considering that it was an entertaining match. Regardless, we saw some interesting plays, some really good shots from both sides, and we're going to see more of those because we still have a couple more matches to go. Before that, we're going to be looking at the match highlights, going in and seeing what some of those insane shots were and who were providing us with those insane clips. So overall, I guess the aim game was pretty similar for both sides. They were all hitting some pretty good shots. It was all just down to the strategy and some of the basics of how to play on this higher level. But yeah, this was one of my personal favorites, man. Batman, how does he win that?
But dude,
Almost won it.
honestly, my reference is your personal favorite. Don't lie to me.
Oh god.
Hey! My
Alright.
reference was the best.
It was. I feel like mine was better. Scoreline.
Okay, Brazil fans. All right, sure, buddy. We're gonna be using that quite often, but my reference is a 1 in a million opportunity.
All right, we'll give it to him for now. But yeah, I mean, overall, aim game is on point. I mean, these off shots were just so clean. Love to see stuff like that, and hopefully, we're gonna see more from either side in the future, and in the next map as well, because this is far from over. And I mean, what else is there to say except this is gonna be just the beginning of all these plays. We have a whole tournament of these.
This is what the level is like already for the side of SADUL. Imagine if they're the ones who win it all out, and they're the ones who get this opportunity from Team Liquid to get coached by them. This is the squad that's already showing so much promise when it comes down to their mechanical capabilities and then when it comes down to their team play and synergy, and then to get the mentoring from them as well right after. I personally do believe that we're going to be watching an incredible squad right off the get-go. But to win out on this tournament, they need to go through a lot of the other Juggernaut rosters as well. Yeah, SADUL, they are a tier 1 team, I would personally say. But to break through a lot of the other tier 1s, I think that they're going to be in for a long haul. Yes, they have the mechanical capabilities. Yes, they have the potential. But as a squad, they need to practice so much more to be the best in our entire region. I would say they're in the bottom echelon still when it comes down to the tier 1 scene. But slowly they're rising up. And today they showed a lot of promise. But parting words for the side of Lionheart Esports would be just not to get disheartened by this match. It was going to happen. It's Team SADUL. This is the map that you won't really win out, primarily because, they are big names. They have been playing for such a long time. They have a lot of experience under their belt. They just know what to do. They just know what to expect. But moving on down the line, if you just keep on practicing, I personally do believe that Lionheart, you could be the next big thing, breaking into the tier 2 and tier 3s.
Yeah, and feel like I saw a lot of potential in them as well. The aim was pretty good. Some basic utilities were there. It's just like, clearing out these angles, having more team play. Just keep on working on those. Those will definitely get better over time, and we might see them in the future. If we have another season of this, who knows? They might be going to be Team Liquid in the future. We never know what's going to happen. But one thing that we do know before we go into any other matches is that we have a couple of more. And the second one is going to be M24 Esports taking on Spiritual Gangsters. Thoughts on that one? Aggressive.
42's match is going to be insane. I personally am looking forward to see how M42 are going to be going up against a couple of the other squads, because in a way, M42 as a roster, they've been making strides, but they've been falling short as well. They have a lot of inconsistency problems, and they are what you call a squad that has just broken into the tier 2s. They're not tier 1. They were tier 3 initially when they were making the roster, but now they're just broke themselves into the tier 2 and they're slowly rising up the rankings. Spiritual Gaming, on the other hand, we don't really know what to expect from them. We don't know what they're going to be doing, but it's completely fine, honestly. We're going to be noticing that. That's why this match is here. That's why we're going to be setting everything up there. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be heading on down over into a short break as we do set everything up, but don't go anywhere because we're going to be right back with the Dell Futurist Gaming event powered by Alienware in association with Team Liquid.
On boundaries with the new Alienware M15R6, available on alienware.co.in. Experience smooth, high-speed gaming action with powerful performance and uninterrupted play. Enjoy software and warranty upgrades, exclusive offers and benefits with no-cost shipping. Ready to game like never before? Get it all on alienware.co.in.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Satchel out.
10 seconds left. Spike player standing.
It was.
Satchel out. Boom. Colorful kill.
One enemy remaining. Long. Last player standing.
Die.
Engineer kill.
30 seconds left.
Without concussing him. See ya.
Bring them in.
I faced one. I killed.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
On target.
One enemy remaining.
Now for.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
Concentrate.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
Grounded. 3.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
Kill.
Spike planted.
Enemy down. Revealing area. Found.
One enemy remaining.
On boundaries with the new Alienware M15R6, available on alienware.co.in. Experience smooth, high-speed gaming action with powerful performance and uninterrupted play. Enjoy software and warranty upgrades, exclusive offers and benefits with no-cost shipping. Ready to game like never before? Get it all on alienware.co.in.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Dell Futurist Gaming Valorant powered by Alienware in association with Team Liquid. We are back once again after an intense game number one between the side. Okay, it was not as intense, but it was intense in the sense that though it was really exciting. It was really fun to watch because both of the teams, they played their heart out. It was SATUL Esports going up against Lionheart Esports, and right at the very end, SATUL, they were able to close everything off in a very convincing scoreline for themselves. It was a dominant win, but in a way, it was expected. It's a brand new roster. There's not really much that Lionheart could have done. They're still trying to work things out, but hopefully down the line, they're going to be something big. But now that we're one step closer, now that SAUL, they're one step closer to move on down over to the rounds of 8 instead, they're looking to close things out and as fast as they possibly can as well. You do need to remember, ladies and gentlemen, that this is still the round of 16, and all of these teams are going to be fighting at the best of 1. And now we're going to be looking at another incredible matchup, which is going to be M42 going up against the side of Spiritual Gangsters. And the thing is, are they going to be actual gangsters, or
I mean,
are their spirits just going to get demolished here?
I wouldn't take any chance knowing Gangster. I'd stay away from them. I'd be like, all right, good. Yeah, you guys do you. I'm just over here chilling, talking about Valorant. I'm just a kid who plays video games. No gangster business for me, but yeah. It's gotta be an insane match considering we have M42 Esports in the house over here, and it's gonna be an absolute bloodbath considering a sort of Ascent as well. And Ascent, obviously, as I keep saying, it's a very, very simple map. It's very textbook Valorant. It's a lot more dependent on gunplay and stuff like that. Utilities are there, but overall, whichever side has the proper aim, it's definitely gonna be giving them an extra edge going into the matchup. But yeah, moving in, I'm feeling like I might see another double initiator setup coming in, but there's a good possibility of how these teams like to play. I feel like I might even see a double duelist lineup coming from either side. So let's see what it is. But what are your expectations, my boy across?
Expecting a double initiator comp just to be the primary go-to for a lot of these squads, but for the other end, Spiritual Gangsters, they're a squad of friends. I personally do believe this is not even an organization, so I don't think they have, a fixed composition. They're primarily going to be playing for comfort, and I do believe that there was a little bit of a technical difficulty, and we have to go back into the agent selection screen, but it's completely fine there. A couple of pickups being done here and there, but right at the very end, I personally will say that, okay, what can we expect from the side of Spiritual Gangsters? Yeah, a double duelist composition. We just immediately saw a Raze pickup, so that's pretty much the comfort pick. But the thing is, yeah, I like the Raze on the map of Ascent. Like, initially, I didn't like her that much. I thought that Raze was a little bit one-dimensional, but the more I saw her being played, the more I understood why players liked her a lot. And she can work, yes, but are there a lot of other better options? Yeah, completely. It's kind of like picking Euro on the map of Ascent. You can pick him, but there's a lot more other characters that just fill in those shoes a lot more better. You can pick up a Phoenix, a Reyna, a Jet. They're all there. Why pick up something like a Euro and a Raze, who are just one-off characters that can, get one kill, and then they waste all of the utility for that one kill, and then you're sitting there just a body, a meat shield, just waiting to go into a side and possibly use your gun to get a headshot or get killed in the process. And that's kind of how it goes whenever I see a Raze on this map. So you really need to rely on your teammates to set you up properly to get multi-kills. Not just a single kill, but multi-kills in these factors. And he is a player that will consistently play that Raze over and over again. He wants that more than anything else. But in this sense, for M42, it's a little bit more different. Here, they are a squad that relies heavily on the meta. And if they're looking to go in for a KO, things could get spicy.
Yeah, I mean, wherever there's KOs, I'm definitely expecting things to be, sort of interesting. But so far, the agent selections are looking pretty basic. We're going to see a single duelist from the side of M42. Sticking with the double initiator lineup, we have a Sova on Sam, and Emo's going to be going for the Sky. I love this composition so much because these two can provide so much information, and that's what a team needs in certain cases. Information is so useful when you have a proper strategy behind that. Combining that with a deadly combo of a Killjoy and an Astra, it's going to be a really solid lineup. And now this possibly might be my favorite single duelist double initiator lineup in the whole game. Yep. Combined with the Jet, it's just an unbeatable force, if I'm being honest. But from the opposition side of Spiritual Gangster, we're going to see pretty much the same thing. but we're gonna have a breach. So how does that make you feel?
Whenever I do see a breach, I need to try and figure out where I put my sunglasses as soon as I see that character. Even in an actual game, like I remember yesterday, I think that we had a breach in our game, and I'm like telling you, dude, where are my sunglasses? I need to go and grab it almost immediately because that's how dangerous a breach is. That's how deadly of a character it can be, but at the same time, you can kind of get away with it. Like, why not? Use that breach can work, but you need to be very, very systematic in the way that you do a lot of your different executions. Spiritual Gangsters, though, they do have a name that I'm really familiar with, that being Karn for the win. Karn is an insane player, but to go up against M42, yeah, one insane player is not enough.
Well, M42, they're making their way into the A side. Hyper almost got a bit hyper aggressive. Yeah, he'll be dodging that regardless. Venom's there to cover up and getting those two frags. It's gonna be a 5 versus 2 in a matter of seconds. All onto Jackalope? Is it how to pronounce? I'm really bad at pronouncing names, just saying. And I mean, the way they've written it doesn't help. It's gonna be Excalius. I'm just saying it like that. Getting the first frag. Emo's gonna get the trade, but yeah, Hyper with the final frag, finishing things off. Once he's gonna score in favor of M42, and they looked really aggressive pushing onto that A side. It felt like, I mean, they pretty much felt like the side was completely empty. They're just walking in there, and then they see a player, and they're like, "Oh, okay, we're gonna have to actually pull out our guns," and they pull out their guns and just absolutely annihilate everybody on site. But yeah, first round in their favor. They're gonna go into the Spectres, having the economic advantage. We might see a 2-0 coming up soon. But you never know, we might see a Thrifty as well. But it's a hard eco for the opposition.
I'm still trying to figure out how to pronounce this Sova's name. Do I just call him Excalius? I think Excalius just sounds cool as well, so why the hell not? But moving on down from the match, let's just see what they're going to be doing here. Hyper, he's just chilling around the corner. He wants to go in for that swing, but he knows it's a really bad idea, especially with the smoke being present this up close. Better wait for the smoke to dissipate and then finally go in for his own swing. Hyper, though, he needs to take out this one nanoswarm because this nanoswarm will cut off any form of backup that could be coming for him. But right at the very end, he's like deciding against it. Nope, I'm not going to be doing this, but MDR, he's right there. He's going to be able to get a free shorty kill, but no! He misses out on the shot. He needed to go in for a jumping shot instead of a running one. That's all done and dusted. Venom gets another kill on towards the face of Karn. Sam's right around the corner, swings out, shuts down Miyanki. And now it's a 2 versus 5 situation. And Venom, he's hungry for some.
One enemy remaining.
Well, Venom's gonna get one more. He's still running. He doesn't really give a damn about where the players are right now. Scalius does get the frag onto Hyper. He gets a second one onto Sam, but yeah, Emo just running up there. They had to run. They were able to easily run them down. Giving themselves the round. Couple of frags going in favor of in the side of Spiritual Gangster, which isn't bad. They can go for their buy right now. They have some extra money to work with. All Phantoms and Vandals in their armory. Meanwhile, in 42, they're gonna actually have to cut back on their weapons. A couple of Spectres, a couple of pistols, and a Marshal as well. So they are at a bit of a disadvantage. So we might see a 2-1 coming in if the side of Spiritual Gangsters can actually coordinate their weapons and utilities in the best possible way. Starting things off with Karn. He's going to be holding up in that A side, trying to provide cover for his Astra, who is in that garden position, but Venom with the first frag onto Jackalope. And he will be brought down to 20 HP, but doesn't really matter. He's got the frag. He also has a Sky who can heal him up, but he's in the completely opposite side. So they're going to be making their way to that A side right now, which looks fairly empty, if I'm being honest. And there's only that one player, Karn for the win. Let's see what he can do as Hyper dashes in. He's gonna connect the body shots in there. He does get one frag. Dang. But is it gonna be enough?
No.
3 versus 4. Oh, the timing. Vianki comes in, lurking through the smoke, gets the headshot in. 3 versus 3 scenario. Very much winnable for either side. And 42 again on not the best of weapons, as Rix is gonna fall. And it's going to be 3 versus 2. Sam, though, off angle. Can he get one shot in? Can he get one frag in? The Sheriff.
Not looking that good for him. Sam, right around the corner, spots out one of the players. Maybe he finds something here. But Venom's at low HP. Sam only just has a Sheriff in his hand. Yeah, this eco round's just not looking good for them. This is what I mean. Sometimes going in for ecos is good, but sometimes it's just going to end horribly for you. Exilius is going to be the one to survive that. Get the beautiful shot, and Bianchi. He's going to be the smoke criminal. He's Sui 2K around here. 1 and 2 for him. And a really good round for the side of Spiritual Gangsters.
Yeah, they get their first on the board with the weapons advantage in. They do lose a few players, so they're going to have one person on the Spectre. And that shouldn't be that much of a disadvantage. Meanwhile, M42, they're going to go into their own Byrons, all ARs in their hands, and looks like they want to get that one round back as soon as possible. Make this a 2-2 and get the equalization in. But you never really know. You never really know what the side of Spiritual Gangster might have up their sleeve, considering the agent selections. And what I'm seeing so far, they're really unpredictable. You can't really figure out how they're trying to play this map. It's going to be Jackalope holding onto that lane on B side. A good shock dart coming in, not really damaging anybody, but it will cause some confusion there. The bot will be destroyed immediately, and the Astra Killjoy combination should be very effective there, considering the alarm bot swarm nades and the stars are all in the same position. More shock darts from Excalius to push back these players from the B main. The spike is going to make its way to A, where we have 3 players holding on. So this side take could be quite difficult. They need to time these sky flashes and the jet dashes to perfection to be able to properly do the entry.
It's kind of the problem with the Sky and the Sova combination. You just need to be so perfect in the way that you do your execution that the breach allows you to have a lot more room for error. Ooh, this is what I meant. This is where it all falls apart.
Oh no.
God. M42, they dropped the ball massively. I have no way to sugarcoat this.
Yeah, we're gonna see Karn getting another frag onto Emo. 2 versus 5. So many flashes coming in. Rix does get 1, but that's all he's good for as MDR finishes things off, cleans things up, and 2-2 the scoreline. That was their buy round. And that is definitely not what they wanted to happen. Now they're gonna be forced into an eco, and they are forced to give away the lead to the side of Spiritual Gangsters. And you know, that is definitely not the best start. They will have enough time to actually recover. It's still the very beginning stage of the matchup, but you don't want to let that, you know, affect you too much. You don't want to let your momentum get down from that, because so far that high octane gameplay is what I'm really loving from M42. The way they enter into the sites, this agent composition is difficult to use, but yeah, they are pulling it off in the first few rounds. So hopefully when the buy round comes, when the chance comes, they'll be able to properly utilize the utilities and make something happen for themselves. But for nothing slow down, as we move on to the next round. Karn, it's been, I'm gonna peek this is my question.
For a couple of those shots, that was a little bit close right there, but I guess it's fine. Nothing to really worry about just yet. They can play it slow, they can play it steady, but M42, you can see them being forced onto an eco here. It's going to be a little bit of a problem. Swinging out is going to be Karn. Karn's going to be good for 1 kill. Karn swings out and gets the second. Karn with a third. Hyper's going to be the one to shut him down. And MDR is going to be sliding into the DMs of Hyper. Sam's going to be good for 1 kill with that Sheriff, but he's not going to be good for a second. MDR is going to be the one to shut him down almost instantly. Those are the shots that you really want to see there, ladies and gentlemen. 3 and 2 on the scorecards, and I would say a decently successful eco round. It's not a really good eco because you really want that plant as the attackers. When you're on that eco, the plant is the primary thing that you want, because then your entire squad is getting a lot of money. But when you get kills, yeah, it's only the person getting the kills getting the cash. Everyone else is pretty much just down in the dumpsters getting like 1 ultimate point for their troops.
Regardless, they do have some money now. They can go for some buys and make sure the momentum starts rolling in their favor. Rix, that looked kind of funny. He's just jumping there. Here's the nade. He's like, nope. Turning around, doing that U-turn, making sure he doesn't get tagged. He will be tagged a little bit, but not enough, as MDR gets the first frag onto Hyper. Trade there from Sam. Sends a shock dart flying, not really connecting onto anybody, but will scare off the counterpart Sova Excalius to the B side of the CT area, as they're making their way to A. The spike is still on B though. They try to plan, they're trying to do a fake, or I don't really know what's happening here. But the only one closest to the spike is gonna be Rix, who's picking it up, and I think they're gonna go A. He has to hurry it up though, with only 1 minute left on the clock. It's gonna be a little bit too tight.
Gotta be looking that good for them, but Bianchi, he's gonna be the first one to go in for that kill. He's gonna be able to find one. Venom's gonna be able to shut down another one, but Bianchi!
Ooh.
He missed the shot. That was a good enough shot for him as well, but he panicked under the pressure and he was not able to find it. No damage being given either, but Excalius, he has a couple of shock dart lineups for us as well. Find something, but Excalius, he's right on top. He's just waiting. He's just chilling. He heard out all of the footsteps. Knows for a fact 2 players are holding under Heaven. 2 versus 3 situation on the map. Excalius on the side of Heaven and another person on the side of the metal doors swinging out. That's gotta be 1 kill from the side of Rix. And there's nothing to do here. There's nothing to do but just get shut down. 3-3 on the scorecards, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, this is just not gonna be the thing that you would expect now, is it? Because on this 3-3, maybe there's a possibility of the side of Spiritual Gangsters to come in and take away another round. But looking at their money, 2 of their players don't have... Oh, sorry, 1 of their players don't have the best of buys to work with. And I don't know. I'm not seeing an operator pickup because on Ascent, you would always expect the operator to be the primary go-to must pickup for them. But for Spiritual Gangsters, they don't want anything to do with that op. They're just gonna wait. And if you want something like that, oh, you gotta be careful. But oh my god, those lineups were beautiful and crispy, ladies and gentlemen. From the side of Excalius. Excalius is an insane solo player. I have never heard of this guy, but you can already see the amount of hours that he has been putting into all of those custom games. But MDR, he's going to be putting a lot of hours into aim labs, though, seemingly. Swings out, takes a kill on towards the face of Hyper. And with that, now there's no longer a Jet here. Jet dies on mid. No one to give them any form of information. They just know one thing, that there's a Raze on mid. And no hell there's going to be a player on mid. But other than that, what do they have? Absolutely nothing.
Well, they are gravitating towards that B main area. Rix is going to put out that turret. There are a lot of utilities to deny that entry. That Solar is going to provide them so much more. Here comes Rostar. Gets the... And that's going to absolutely destroy whatever chance they had into going to the B side. 3 versus 4. Sam does land 1 shot. But oh, Evo with another one. Jacklop does get a trade. But they can make their way into the B side. But if they are quick enough, the side of Spiritual Gangsters can deny this. The spike plan is going to go down from Emo. So low in HP. The Breach ultimate is used. They're not sure if that was necessary. Kill, if I'm being honest. I feel like that would be useful in another scenario. But, well, Karn does what Karn does best. It's pressing the ultimate key. Then pressing left click to win.
Just Karn doing Karn things, but at the same time, Kirito, did you expect this match to be this close right off the get-go?
Honestly,
Initially,
no.
we were expecting this to be a match where, oh, M42, they're a big name, they're on the tier 2 scene already, they're rising up in the rankings. No one's gonna be able to take them down. Then suddenly, Spiritual Gangsters, they're like, here, they grabbed our collars, gave us a gut punch, being like, hey, you sit down and you watch. Threw us backwards, and now we're sitting here on the caster's desk, being like, okay. Sure. We're here to watch.
Get out of my way.
You gotta say that my reference game today is on point.
It's definitely up there. It's definitely it's definitely feeling itself. At least you're good at something over here. But yeah, Venom.
Okay,
walking
boy.
Walking towards A. Let's stay on point. But oh my God, Rix! Oh, playing with fire. He's so up close. Does he see? He doesn't. MDR is just gonna take him down. There's no way he knew he pushed up. Rix is going to be the first one to fall for his team as the entry is being done into the A side. They're all just going to walk in. Their card is going to be playing the smoke criminal. He's going to bait out him. Emo gets the shot in. Does he pick up the gun as well? I think he does. Excalius is going to push in at the wrong time as we see Venom is drop out. The recon does provide information on where they are. 4 versus 4 scenario. Bladestorm still active for Hyper. And we're going to see the Boombot being used. Flash is there. The Boombot is going to not hitting its mark. As a defender control coming in, MDR gets 1, gets a 3rd! And Jackalope to finish things off, 4k for MDR. And looks like extending the lead is going to be the side of Spiritual Gangsters. Not the way I thought this round would play out, if I'm being honest.
A little bit of a questionable situation, Jim. 5-3 on the cards though, and yeah, it's working out. It's decent enough, but M42, what's going wrong for them here? How are they falling apart? How are they just breaking apart piece by piece like this. It feels like M42, they're taking their opposition really lightly, and overconfidence can end you in a matter of seconds, man. You can never get overconfident. You can never underestimate your opposition. And I understand spiritual gangsters, there are a couple of no-names other than Karnov scores, but they're showcasing that they deserve the respect. And M42, they need to take things a lot more slower, reel themselves back in, take a deep breath, and then dive headfirst into this match once more.
Yep, definitely, and it won't be easy at all, considering how much momentum the side of spiritual gangsters have. For the side of M42 to actually break that momentum. This, obviously, Valorant. Was it a voice? I don't know. It was sort of weird, caught me off guard, but Excalibur with the frag onto Sam.
That was a voice
4 versus 5. Yeah, that was a voice. I got kind of scared. I was like, wait, what? Why is he talking? Oh, can he hear me? Breach?
Yes.
are you
That's
there?
one hell of a job. Thank you, Breach. We love our jobs as casters.
We
Don't
love
really
our
worry
jobs.
about it.
Spike
Yeah.
planted.
It's not every day that you get to enjoy insane Valorant content like this. Only here in the Dell Futurist Gaming competition for Valorant over there. Hyper. Karn was a little bit too late with that flash coming in. Hyper's even going to find a second one to MDR for scenario. The whole match is turned around as Venom gets one more on Divianki. Scally is just going to trade, but he's at a man disadvantage. How much can he do? Tries to drop, but Hyper is just too a little bit hyper focused on the game. He's going to get a triple kill and Rix to finish things off. And 4-5 the scoreline, 1 away from equalization. And this could be the equalization they want. Obviously, still a buy round for the Spiritual Gangsters. They still have more than enough money to go around with. But if they do win this, they're going to have an equalization. And their economy isn't going to be in the best place either. So M42, winning this might actually give them the lead in the future on paper. But yeah, I mean, papers are never always correct. You never really know what to expect when you have a paper in your hand. But Venom, half armor, rest of his team is going to be on full utilities. Oh, that's a big flash. Oh, MDR. Oh no. He doesn't even need Karn doesn't even need MDR to go for the peak. Hybrid gets the trade on Excalius. And doing the entry onto the B side, Spike is nowhere near that. They're faking this. Wait.
They're gonna be going in for it. They're going into the B side. They're trying to enter. Hyper's gonna be good for 1 kill on towards the side of Jack. Ooh, that's gonna be a little bit of a damage being given out as well. It is a 3 versus 3 situation on the map. Very much possible for them to win everything out here. They're taking the fight on the other side. The spike has been picked up by Rix, but oh no. 1 on his left, 1 on his right. MDR should know. Hyper's gonna be the one to take down Karn. Things are not looking up for them. Swinging out, should be able to get 1 kill. But oh my god, that jiggle from Hyper was absolutely beautiful. Emo's gonna be the one to go in for that kill, and now it's all up to Bianchi. Bianchi may be good for 1, but he's not even gonna be able to get that. Hyper straight out, and as soon as he spots out that beautiful head, he's just gonna tap it out of existence in a matter of seconds. 5-5 on the scorecards here, ladies and gentlemen. And finally, M42, they're able to recollect themselves, and they're playing a lot more seriously. That's the thing. This is what I wanted from them. They should not be underestimating their opposition, no matter who they are, because if they do, that 5-2 scoreline that we saw previously, it just happened once again.
Absolutely, I'm still loving their strategy. It still is a little bit inconsistent as we're seeing. They took this spike to the A main and the players at A main died, and the spike was sort of sitting there like lost child, like, hello, where is mom? I want to be planted into a side here. And they do recover it, but yeah, the sheer amount of aim and gunplay from Hyper Emo as well, making a lot of value. Oh my god, Jackalope pre-fired that angle, and Hyper just walked into that one. That was brilliantly timed. Venom entry A side in the meantime. Karn's gonna take care of him. And it's gonna be a 4 versus 3, 5 versus 3 scenario. Apologies for that. Make that a 5 versus 2 as Excalius gets one more onto Rix. It's on to Emo and Sam. Sam does walk up to MDR and take him down from behind. Karn's on heaven. He's low on AP. Oh my god, Sam. He's so close. He doesn't know he's right up there. Oh no, noise is being made. Oh my god.
You are me, I am you!
Remaining.
No way. He's only 26 HP. He doesn't get to live like this. Karn, what are you doing? How are you doing is the question.
Dude, he's just like, I am me, you are you. Like, you know, from the movie,
No Rush Hour references, please.
Yes, Rush Hour. I
No.
was trying to figure out for a second what was the name, and then I figured it out. Yeah, that's a Rush Hour reference. You are me, I am you.
Here he comes.
And now if Bianchi's, he's gonna be the
Oh,
one to get
no.
that final kill on towards the face of Emo to shut him all down. That was a pretty good 3 versus 1 situation. I kind of like the try from Emo, but right at the very end, they kind of spread themselves out a little bit too thin on multiple different side lanes. They were not able to enter. They were not going together as a squad as you would have expected, and they just fell apart because of it. 6-5 on the scorecards, and it is the chance of Spiritual Gangsters to fight back once again. Good round from their side, but at the same time, once again, M42, they're dropping the ball just a tiny little bit, take things a little bit slower. Or if you want to go in fast together as a squad. Now let's see what they're going to be planning. And I do see another default from their side. I don't know why, but M42, they're consistently playing for defaults. And the fact that they are doing this, yeah, it's good to play defaults from time to time, but doing it every single round, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, even at this point, so Spiritual Gangsters are reading this really well. MDR was holding on to that angle. He does get the frag on the Hyper, but Rix is there to get the trade. Excalius is going to get another one onto Venom. 3 frags are coming in left, right, and center. Yankee holding on to this catwalk. That's really good game states. He knows that there is going to be someone pushing to that, and it's going to be Emo. It's not going to be from the right. It's going to be from the left, but I'm pretty sure Yankee can transfer onto that. Now make that 2 players. Emo joined by Sam. Yankee going for the peak. Now he has information that there are players in that catwalk walking into 3. The flash won't affect him, but he's going to let them pass. He's going to let them run into the breach utilities. And so far, yeah, they're going to go untouched. Okay, that was not the breach ultimate. Not the best breach ultimate, as Karn will be hitting one of his own teammates, but doesn't really matter. He's flashing his way in. Sam is going to get the shot onto Karn. I don't think he was concussed. We're bringing it to a 3 versus 3 scenario. Spike is going to make his way towards
that was a
B.
pre-fire.
Oh, it was? He was.
Yeah, he
flashed.
was flashed, but he just pre-fired it.
Oh, wow, that was insane. But MDR has information that they're walking into the side of B right now. Pulls out the showstopper. Not firing it. Is he gonna? He spots the player in market. He will hit the shot. Oh, the bot.
Oh,
He's so
turret.
low.
One enemy remaining.
All right. Yankee does get the bot and take down the Killjoy as well. Emo does get the bomb plan down. He has a flash to work with. He has a Trailblazer as well. The question is, can he hit those shots? He's gonna flash. He's gonna get one. Doesn't get spray transfer onto Yankee though. It's gonna be a 6 score line, and sorry, it's a 7-5 score line. Apologies for that little mistake, but 7-5 score line in favor of the side of M42 Esports, and they're gonna be moving on to the attacking half. I mean, they gotta be feeling good after that one, honestly, and I'm really looking forward to see how the Sky is gonna be utilized from their side on the side switch, because obviously on defense, I feel like the Sky information gathering abilities are in such an extent. They weren't able to utilize the flashes to the best, because obviously, as you said, the flashes are a little bit more difficult to control. It's difficult to concentrate flash into a specific spot. Now, unlike Breach, where you just point at the place and you click and the flash appears on the opposite side. But I feel like on defense for information gathering, Sky is just going to be so good. And combined with Sam's Sova, they might have a pretty solid defensive half.
Thing with the Sky is that the Sky is just better in every single aspect up against the Breach, other than on some specific maps, of course. But the thing is, Sky is a lot more difficult to use, and you want a little bit more ease of use, especially when you're stuck in these type of situations. But hey, Hyper, he's looking to try something a little bit funny here. It's gonna be a good position for him. He does get a little bit of information, but that's all that he's gonna be able to find. And Hyper, he's not leaving this at all. He's just like, no, I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna vibe. And I'm gonna make sure that I get something for myself. MDR, he's holding on down from the back end. He is gonna get caught out here by the Sky Wolf. They know exactly where he is, but still MDR, he's gonna be able to take a fight against Emo. Shut him on down almost immediately. And MDR, he should be able to get a secondary kill. Especially with Jack holding it down for him. Venom, good for 1. He's actually going to be good for a second. Good shots from him on that Ghost. He's going to be able to send it back down to a 3 versus 3 situation at the bare minimum. They're holding, they're vibing, they're chilling. But that recon bolt is kind of questionable.
Indeed. Sam will be falling to Karn, making this a 2 versus 3 scenario. Hyper from CT, does he get 1 frag? Venom is there for that, making this a 2 versus 2. Astra and Sora versus Astra and Jet. Bianchi's with the bomb. He's gonna make. Oh, Hyper's gonna land a frag onto Excalius. He's gonna be falling back. I mean, let him plant the spike at this point. Wait up for your team. The concussion is there in his head. Is it showing? Oh, he is concussed. They're gonna be coming a little bit too late, but the shot is there. Hyper will take him down, and we have the defuse coming in immediately. And that's really good stuff. I mean, you realize Hyper could have just walked in there, tried to take that 1v1, but losing that would have changed the whole game. We might see Venom stuck in a 1 versus 2, and he might not even win that. So it's better to just hold back, wait for your teammate, wait for the utility coverage, and just go in for the frag then. And that's what they did. And that's stuff I love to see from 42. And winning that round, they might go in for the equalization because obviously it's going to be a save round for the side of Spiritual Gangsters. All pistols, no armor. And the side of M42, they're on Spectre. So unless, of course, something insane happens like a Thrifty, we might be seeing a 7-7 scoreline coming in.
Hey. For some reason, I have a really good tag for calling out thrifties in places that it should not really happen. I'm here talking
God.
about an anime storyline, and then suddenly that storyline has that plot twist that we all know. Life is an anime, but in this anime, it feels like M42. They are gonna be the protagonist with a lot of plot armor to work with. That plot armor is gonna be in the sense of taking like no damage. Evo's still alive. He took like no points of damage even though 2 players were shooting him. Only it was the grenade being the one to deal enough to him. Shockers are gonna be raining on down and Hyper gets a free kill for himself. Hyper's looking for one more, but MDR! Ooh! That was a shot and a half right there from him. Just get that kill, but that's just only 1 kill. They're not able to equalize. 1 for 2 trade. Bricks right around the corner, going in for a couple of pop shots. He's looking for it, and he's gonna be able to line them both up. Good chunk of damage being given away. Bianchi's right around there. And Rix, he's looking for it. He's hungry for it, man. But with only 2 HP, Bianchi, he knows better than to go in for that
One
swing.
enemy remaining.
Yes, I'm just gonna get that frag. The last player being on A main, taken out by Emo. And I gotta say, it was good split push, but I feel like they needed some coverage in mid. They needed somebody to hold on to the push up there. But yeah, with that economy, I'm not sure even splitting in that first place wasn't the best idea. And for each, they're going to be getting that equalization. 7-7 scoreline is there, but MDR, sorry, not MDR. Why am I saying MDR? I'm supposed to say Spiritual Gangsters. They're going to be getting their own buy round, and they're going to be able to afford the ARs. Because M4 are still on their bonus weapon, so the advantage sort of goes to them, and they might be able to take the lead, unless, of course, M42 they can pull out the bonus round of the Aegis and win against ARs with their SMGs. But we are going to see a pause coming in from M42. I think it's a tactical pause, so they're going to be sort of refreshing their minds, sort of figuring out the game plan on this round. Because if they, I mean, it doesn't really matter if they lose their weapons because they have enough money to go for a buy in the next one. But winning would be far better as well. Because not only are they going to get more money, they can pick up some more weapons. They can get the lead. And they can build up the confidence for themselves as well. So it would be nice to see M42 win that for them. If you're an M42 fan, you're definitely going to want them to win this round because that might go down to be very important in the long run.
Oh no. For M42 to win here, they need to pull off a lot of things. Try and bring this back. In general, yeah. They won out on the buy round. Sorry, they won out on the pistol round. They were able to win out on the anti-eco in a very sizable fashion. But once again, they're playing for a bonus now. And it could work out, or it could just end horribly as well. Hyper's going to be going for 1 kill. The flash and dash is going to be strong. Sam is going to be coming in with Venom in the background. And hey, the caster's curse is... Say it in soul. Yeah, the caster's curse is always going to be there. That's going to be a silver buddy. I don't know whose account that is exactly, but
Oh my god, what? No
I'm going to
way.
be calling that a little bit. I was like confused for a second after I saw that, but hey, if a player like that can play at such a high caliber at this lobby, I have nothing to say to you, man. Kirito, what are you doing with your life? Why can't you be like that?
I mean, I'm telling you, silver lobbies, man, they are
Done here.
unacceptable. And I would take any other lobby any time of the day, silver lobbies. But yeah, whatever. No, not looking down on my silver friends. Y'all are insane if you're able to bear the silver lobbies. So mad respect to you all. But I mean, look at the performance from the silver player. This could be you if you have good teammates. Isn't that what they all say?
Oh my god, you're supposed to actually help them. You're not supposed to feed
Dude, I
their
am
ego.
silver myself, so this is fine.
Yes, this is how
It's
it all
completely
goes.
justifiable. So
Me,
we
an
can see-
immortal player
oh,
sitting here being like, okay, how does a silver justify his bad games?
I mean, doesn't really matter. We're out here. We're still here. But yeah, I mean, look at how this match is playing out. It's sort of like that, except with better aim. I mean, in immortal lobbies, it's pretty much the same thing in a lot of cases. The utilities are pretty insane in some players who have played long enough that they have the agents memorized to such extent that they can pull off the most insane plays. Because in immortal lobbies, you got to realize people don't really main that much. You have to be diverse in that high lobby. Play whatever your
Oh.
team wants. And M42, he's got that Vandal honed to its perfection. Landing 2 frags to players walking down in mid. Scalius is going to be following up that walk. He's going to be, he's got to be shaking his boots at this moment. Like, okay, don't peek this catwalk right now. I'm walking up. Venom is going to be walking into the gravitational well. Not sure what happened there, but
Oh my
Bianchi's
God,
going to get a
Bianchi,
headshot onto
what was
wrist.
that?
But, oh, Venom
One
is going to
enemy
catch out a very,
30 seconds left.
he's going to catch out a very greedy Bianchi there to get that gun. But the trade is there. Excalibur is in a 1 versus 3 though. He needs to win this to get the equalization. And 42 should be an easy round for them to extend their lead. Noise has been made. He has run time to actually go and
10
plant the
seconds left.
bomb. He will be doing it now. The flash is coming in. Drop from the jet. Hyper. Point blank and lands the headshot. There we go. It's going to be a 9-7 score line coming in. And M42 extending their lead. I got to say that bonus round, the 3rd round, helped them out big time. Their economy is on top right now. They have weapons. They have momentum. What else do you need?
Take it. 7 and 9. Finally, this is the M42 that we wanted. Finally, this is the M42 that we were expecting to be performing. And now that they're showing a performance like this, it's completely fine. I'm really happy about this, but at the same time, M42, they cannot get too comfortable. Because once again, it's going to be a buy round. The danger of the Vandals and Phantoms is now on the hands of spiritual gangsters. And oh my god, don't tell me they're going to be going in for a satchel play like this. They're looking for it. He's going to be able to satchel himself down forward. And MDR Gaming, he's looking for something here. He spots out one of the players. Venom's right around the corner. Venom, hello.
Oh my god.
Are you there? Are you alive? Venom's probably scratching his head or drinking a can of Red Bull. He's just looking in the other direction and he's like, Wall, why are you so beautiful, Wall? Tell me, Wall.
Okay.
Why are you so
Alright.
beautiful?
Okay, that's some weird. I don't even want to say the word. It's the F word. You know what F word that is. But regardless, that's some weird stuff right there. Excalius, he's gonna get a pretty interesting shot on Sam as well. He feels like the Sovas have been dueling in that for forever, the entirety of this match. But yeah, Killjoy Utility is going down to delay this entrance. Venom is posted up in that Lock's position. His position will be revealed, but he's gonna be going inside the smoke. Alarm button will go off. They're gonna walk it.
Oh, Venom!
Get one. You know there's one player there, and he gets that shot on to Jack. Oh my god, Venom! Dude,
This is what
What a
happens when you have a little bit of a good moment with your sweetheart, the Wall. You had a good moment and he came back and he just got a 4K.
the wall gave him confidence.
Yes, the Wall gave him
God.
confidence. Hey, who needs a girlfriend when you have a wall? Am I right?
No. What have we turned into? That we've been casting for too long, guys. Apologies, our heads just molding into something weird. Our
God.
brains are not functioning properly. But yeah, I mean, after a play like that, can you even work properly? I'm pretty sure Venom is probably not gonna be able to land a single frag after this round. He's like, I'm done. I did everything. You guys play now. But he is going to be using the cosmic device on, I think, no, it was actually a Bianchi from the attacking side of Special Gangsters. Venom is going to be using the utility.
Hey, what
Okay,
the hell?
what was that?
He's trying to slide into the DMs, man. It just looks like that
Oh,
and
not
Venom
again,
gets another
not
lineup.
again.
This is the 4K that we wanted. This is the 4K that we expected.
Oh,
The power of the wall, ladies and gentlemen. The
Good
power of the
stuff.
wall.
oh my god.
No. We already know this is
Oh.
the power of the wall. I'm not even gonna say anything about this.
Venom gets 8 frags in 2 rounds. That's more than me in a whole match in some cases, if I'm being honest.
It's a
But
regular
yeah.
basis thing.
Yeah, the blessing of the wall is real. He's gonna be landing them insane spray downs and getting those headshots. He's got to be feeling himself, and that's gonna be good enough to push the side of Spiritual Gangsters to another eco, and that's gonna help the momentum of M42 so much. We're gonna see an operator in the hands of Hyper, who's actually hyper aggressively in A main. Some Sky utilities will be used up to back him up. Excalius with a Sheriff. Shock darts will be sent flying. Hyper's not gonna be taking that fight. Meanwhile, on the trade going down, MDR Gaming will fall. So will Venom. So no more wall blessing for him. Bianchi is gonna get himself positioned in log, peeking out. Sam gets one, Rix with a follow-up. And again, it's all on Excalius and Jacklo. Both of them are on Sheriffs. So are we gonna see some cowboy gunplay or not is the question. Because they're both on opposite sides, but my god, Jacklo. There's a player right next to you.
Last player standing.
Excalius will fall to M40 to Sam, but okay, Jacklop, here's the information. Can he land one shot? Is the question. Oh, he's in a hard position. No, no. Okay, not like that.
That's not how it works. Poor old
That's not
Jacklop.
how it
Just not
works.
having a good day, dude. 7 and 12 on the scorecards. This is the M42 that we wanted. This is the M42 that we needed. And hey, right at the very end, if Venom is able to pop off like that, he has a 7 and 12 scoreline in his favor. He got so many kills to work with right at the very end. He went from being somewhere near the 3rd and 4th position on the scoreboard to now being on the top. 20 kills for this Astra. He's just goated in a different form.
Absolutely. I mean, he just shoot it up in the kill leaderboard out of nowhere. And then his utility, not just his gunplay, his utility as well has been really good. It's been the 4Ks have been a little bit solo played, but yeah, those are pretty good. Not this round though, because Karn is gonna land a shot through the smoke. Rix as well getting the trade onto MDR Gaming. He's gonna be pushing out. There's gonna be a turret place, but BMK, did he shoot through the smoke? I'm not sure what's happening. Sam is gonna get another frag and a second with the Vandal.
It's
And
just
Karn's just flashed and the flash disappeared.
end his misery. Karn just walk into their arms, just give him a hug at the very end, man.
I mean,
There's
he
nothing that he
just-
can do.
Yeah. The positioning, the
nothing.
crossfire.
Oh, a little bit of an oopsie moment from the side of Sam, but it's completely fine. Emo's gonna
Low
be the
HP,
one
low
going for this
HP.
kill. Maybe they're gonna be able to
hello.
find it. Oh, it's gonna be Hyper to finish everything off in style with the jet dash to work with as well. Finishes everything off in a really good format, and hey, it was a really topsy-turvy ride right off the get-go, but right at the very end, it was the side of M42 bringing it all back.
Yeah, I mean, it was just switching all around. Not sure what was happening there, but yeah, I mean, at first it looked like a very tight competition. Both sides were playing really well. We saw M42 actually being a little bit overconfident in some of the fights. They were actually pushing out. I felt like the gunplay wasn't as strong, but yeah, as the match developed, we saw them actually figuring out Spiritual Gangsters, how they like to play, and we saw them countering them really hard and winning that first half with the advantage going into the second one. And then it was just an absolute meme fest. I don't know what else to call it there. But yeah,
It
I mean,
was-
it was something. It was definitely something. But regardless, that was the matchup between M42 Esports and the side of Spiritual Gangsters. It's going to be 13-7 for the side of M42. They're going to be moving on to the next phase of the tournament. And well, after that match, I'm gonna have to take a break if I'm being honest. But before we take the break, let's break down the match once again with the match highlights to see what actually went down to the best of our eyes. Because we're gonna see these plays that we have actually forgotten about the whole match. Because it's been a long time. The match has been
It's been a long
So
journey, dude.
we might have forgotten some of the stuff that happened there. But yeah, overall, what are your thoughts about the match? What do you think was the strategic sort of points of the match overall?
Initially, I felt that Spiritual Gangster, they were a lot more better in the way that they're executing because I felt like M42, they were underestimating them way too much. They were going in for solo fights, constantly going in for swings, not using their utility in proper conjunction with one another, and they were just so carefree in the way that they were entering. Not really a solid plan. They were just like, okay, rush A, rush B, rush mid. That's all the things that I was just hearing. And that's what it felt like as well when we were watching the side of M42. But as we do head on down over into the highlights, we can get a much more of a visual representation of what exactly went up with the side of M42, because I felt as though personally that, okay, M42, they played it decently right off the get-go. They were able to hit all of their shots. They were able to do a lot, but right in the middle, Spiritual Gangsters, they were showcasing a level of consistency, their peak performance right from the get-go. But M42, they were a lot more different. They were taking it really slow. The aim game was really good. All of them were incredibly cracked out when it came down to their aim. Their strategic aspects just was the thing that differentiates them. Right at the very end, M42, they were able to utilize their aim and also their strategic prowess to the best of their own abilities to try and take it all away from Spiritual Gangsters as soon as the rounds were. It was a 7-7 scoreline, by the way. And then it went from a 7-7 to a 7-12 at the snap of a finger, and then we were already done with the game. That's what happens whenever you play it a lot more seriously. They need to remember this, that they should never ever underestimate their opposition, because today it was just the side of Spiritual Gangsters, a team that are not that well known. The players are also not that well known, but they're still cracked out on their own rights. If a mistake like this happens against another Juggernaut squad by accident, you know that there's no coming back from it.
Absolutely, there are a lot of things they need to work on, but obviously over time I feel like we might see a lot more improvement in them, because this tournament is all about improvement, right? We have obviously the prize being a one-on-one mentoring session with players from Team Liquid, which is definitely
Yes.
something of a learning experience for a lot of players in this country. But yeah, regardless, it's all about, you know, figuring out how to get better. You might not win a single match, but the best thing about the tournament is that you get to see how these players play. You get to play against them. You get to have an up close and personal lesson with some of the top teams and actually figure out what it is to play like on this level, what it is like to play like that against them. So hopefully the side of Spiritual Gangster will pick a couple of things up that might help them out in the future to be even stronger team. With that being said, we're going to be moving on to the next match. M42 won this one 13-7. They're going to be moving on ahead with the tournament. But the next match, though, it's going to be a bit of a big one. You know, we have a team. We've been having these sort of top tier versus underdog team matches. But what are your thoughts on the next one? It's going to be God Particles versus Team ESM.
ESM, I don't know as well. Again, it feels like another underdog story right at the get-go from that one as well. God Particles, they're a squad that is really well known. They are insane in the way that they are able to take a lot of their different fights. But Team ESM, they could be that unknown quantity that could just upset the entire balance and possibly pull off something incredible from there. And because in a way, we didn't really expect such a performance to come through from the side of Spiritual Gangsters, but they were able to come in clutch. They were able to hit shots that we didn't really expect. And this is what you would expect from such an incredible roster in general. They have the makings of a good team. They just need to stick it down together and just refine their skills and capabilities. Because Spiritual Gangsters, in what way were they in what ways were they a little bit short in comparison to M42? It was not the raw mechanical skill. It was just their planning, team play information. Because right at the very end, it was like someone flipped a switch at M42. They just became a completely different roster. They were rushing down different sidelines. They were able to use their flashes and all their utility down to perfection. They didn't miss a single beat. And then Venom just turned up the heat as well. Swinging out, taking fights, consistently just being able to hit every single one of his shots. Who else can do something like that? Get like 2 4Ks in 2 consecutive rounds. If he got it on the third, man, I would have lost my... I would have absolutely lost it. I would have lost it. Just look at this.
You don't really see that often, do you? Because those are just plays that happen once in so long. And I'm pretty sure even Venom is gonna... Yeah, I just did that, didn't I? He just walks up there, presses left click, pulls down on the mouse, and the kill feed lights up like it's Christmas. And I mean, hopefully we're gonna see more plays like that, because I'm so excited, man. These first 2 matches, they were more exciting than I thought, because we didn't really expect some of these matches to be this intense, some of these rounds to be as good as they were. We didn't really expect to see some of these really detailed, really depth of gameplay, you know, plays and attacks from these teams. But this tournament just keeps on delivering. We're seeing each and every match being more and more intense, and not to say the third match will be any less intense. It's gonna be God Particles versus Team ESM. And what else is there to say? But just can't wait to get into the match and see what each of them throw at each other. So before we go into the matchup, we're gonna be going for a short break, because after that match, I feel like as soon as I remove my headsets, my brain's just gonna melt out of my ears.
Dude, Steve is gonna come out.
Yeah, I've had a day, and it's yet to be over. Viewers are gonna have another match to tune in. Make sure to stay with us. We'll be right back with Dell Futurist Gaming Valorant tournament. And well, what else to say? Just take some popcorn and be ready for the final one.
On boundaries with the new Alienware M15R6, available on alienware.co.in. Experience smooth, high-speed gaming action with powerful performance and uninterrupted play. Enjoy software and warranty upgrades, exclusive offers and benefits with no-cost shipping. Ready to game like never before? Get it all on alienware.co.in. boundaries with the new Alienware M15R6, available on alienware.co.in. Experience smooth, high-speed gaming action with powerful performance and uninterrupted play. Enjoy software and warranty upgrades, exclusive offers and benefits with no-cost shipping. Ready to game like never before? Get it all on alienware.co.in.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening to the Dell Futurist Gaming Valorant, powered by Alienware in association with Team Liquid. We're back once again after a very intense game from Spiritual Gangsters and M42. Right at the very end, it felt as though a fire was lit under the shoes of M42, and they just turned up the heat just like that. They were able to take it all away on a 7-13 scoreline, bringing it all back onto their side after consecutive round wins without losing a single one as soon as they did the side swap. Very beautifully done from their side, and that's what you'd expect from such a top caliber team of their sign. But now we're going to be heading into the third game. The third game of Team God Particles going up against Team EMS. Now the thing is that EMS, we don't really know anything about this roster. We don't know how good they are. We don't know how strong they're going to be. But let's just see. They share a pretty good similarities to another team that we know and love, Team TSM. Cough, cough. But it's fine.
Hopefully the results won't be the same.
Okay, bro.
Okay.
Don't call them out like that, man.
I'm making so many enemies. Brazil fans hate me, the TSM fans hate me now. Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just joking. Don't send somebody to my home. But yeah,
Hey, the assassins
regardless.
are coming, man.
Yeah, regardless, God Particles was Team ESM. It's gonna be following up the whole, the motto of the day. It's gonna be the top tier teams taking on the underdog teams. And so far, we all expected the top tier teams to sort of dominate. It's been not a domination exactly. It's been a bit tight in a lot of these matches, but I mean, even some of the score lines may disagree. But overall, it felt like it's much more of an exciting match than the scoreline. We felt like each of these rounds are so much more closer. Hopefully, the same thing is going to be happening out here in the match between God Particles and Team ESM. But moving on to the selection, we are going to see on defense, it's going to be Team ESM. They're going to be going on with, I guess it's the default lineup. Or no, they're going with a double initiator. We're going to see the breach come into play. It's going to be played by Shinchan. Okay.
Let's see the name. Okay.
All right. All
Okay,
right.
this is gonna be a fun one, dude.
This is gonna be a fun one. We also have Greeny on the Cypher. Juzo is gonna be playing the Jet. Zaps is on the Sova, and Ronnie's gonna be on the Ass. Good decent lineup. Again with the breach pick. It's a bit difficult to play the breach on this, but overall it is a lot better in sort of a solo situation compared to maybe a Sky or whatever flasher you have there. Meanwhile, on the opposition of Team God Particles, we're gonna be going in with pretty much the same lineup. No, it's actually the double duelist lineup. We have Scargod on the Raze. Shivi's gonna be on the Sova. Ember on the Astra. Logi is gonna be on this Killjoy, and Knight Rider on Jet. So overall, pretty much default lineup, double duelist. Everything is there. But it's all gonna come down to who uses the utility to the best. Because I'm really interested to see how ESM are playing with this breach on their team. Shinchan. Oh my god, I just can't get over that name.
Hey, dude, they're having a little bit of fun here. Come on. It's Shinchan. We can make a lot of Shinchan references. Sadly, I have never watched Shinchan. I think that you have.
Did you not have a childhood?
Dude, Shinchan wasn't a thing back then. I just mainly watched Tom and Jerry and a lot of Nickelodeon. And back then, in Nickelodeon, we didn't have Shinchan.
Oh yeah, I'll give it to you. Shinchan is a little bit newer, but yeah, the thing, the perks of having a younger brother is that he's always watching these on TV, and I'm like sitting there like, oh god, what are these cartoons? And I actually enjoyed it. I was like, what? Why am I having fun? I'm not supposed to have fun. And what am I looking at? Don't show that on stream. Take it off. Delete the delete the VOD, guys. We did not see that. Shinchan's a kid, so we're gonna ignore that. Stop it! Move the cam, guys.
What is this? What is wrong with you?
We're gonna
Oh
move on.
god, we have lost your mind already.
Dude, it's been a long day. Cut me some slack. It's been a long
Yeah,
day. But
for
moving on to the
sure.
matchup. Moving on to the match. First whistle round. We're gonna see a Sheriff in play for Juzo. He's gonna be making it known in that mid area. Nobody's really peeking that yet. They're gonna be going to the A main instead. We obviously had Logi lurking on outside that B main, but he's gonna be leaving all that rotating to the A side. His turret is still there. He's going to be picking it up. But with the smokes and Astros all coming into play, it should be quite easy to notice that it's going to be an A push. The execution is there as Knight Rider dashes inside. He's going to be up close and personal with Shin-Chan. And he's actually going to get taken out.
too good, man.
With the first frag. The shock darts are coming in. Utilities there. Scar.
Oh my God.
4 versus 4 scenario. The spike plant is going to go down in the generator. As a rotation is here. It's going to be a retake scenario for ESM. What's going to happen here?
They're gonna be going in for it right here and right now, going in for a couple of shots. Kargot's just too good when it comes down to his own swings and his own shots. Zaps though, and Greeny, they're gonna be able to take down multiple. Juzo's gonna be the one to take down Ember. Oh my god, God Particles. They're getting taken out piece by piece. Shivi's gonna be good for 1 kill, but there's no way that he's gonna be good for anything more than that.
He's just
Spots out one of the
taking it.
players, and Greeny, he just doesn't want to miss a single shot here. He's taking on a little bit of a mind game, but even then, that's not gonna be helping him out much. 1-0 in the scorecards, ladies and gentlemen, and somehow, in some way, shape, or form, the first initial round goes in the favor of ESM.
I mean, it's not what we predicted, but still, it's the first pistol round. You can't really judge a whole map based on that. Obviously, pistol round plays a big factor, but this is God Particles we're talking about. They can lose every pistol round, they can still turn things around. The possibility is there. You cannot deny it, but you know, I feel like they would have preferred to have that pistol round under their belt. So now we're going to see ESM going with the buys. 4 Spectres and a Marshall. Marshall's in the hand of Juzo. He's going to be peeking that mid, but nobody is there. A little bit of a late pick coming in from Ember. Nobody's really giving him any tough time. For now, it's going to be a B main presence. Greeny is going to be activating some of his traps to slow down this push. Knight Riders right outside this cage. The recon is there, not spotting anybody. They're all in the cover of the walls. A counter, I think there was a camera there that spotted out Knight Rider, who's gonna have to dash away but brought down to half HP before anything happens. And now he's gonna be in a bit of a hard place as he has to cross this entrance, and there are 3 pairs of eyes looking onto that. Not directly, but they are there. So considering his HP, he might have to make it difficult for them to shoot ahead of him, but it's hard to get out of there. His teammates are looking at him like, oh, you are so dead. There's no way you're getting out of this alive.
This is just not gonna be looking as good as hoped for. Maybe something a little
They
bit more
faked a rotation
different.
though.
They're waiting.
30
They're trying to see what they can find, but oh god, Scar God. He's gonna miss out on those shots. He's not gonna be able to go in for that kill, but they do get the B-side entry at the bare minimum. But Greedy, he's waiting. He's gonna be good for 1 kill. Ronnie's gonna be able to come on down through, but Ember, with just a classic, is gonna be the one to shut down 2, take this down over to a 3 versus 3 situation. They have the spike line on their favor. The spike
guys.
is not in a good
10 seconds
spot. 9 seconds left. They need to go in for that plant. It's still a good position for them. Ember gets a lot of information to work with. Chibi's gonna be on the back end, getting a little bit of a tag. That's a beautiful lurk from his side, but Chibi, just keep on pushing, man. You just need to keep on going. You need to provide some
There's
backup,
no
but they know
time.
for a fact that Chibi's not gonna be there. Juzo misses out on that shot. That shot's gonna be crucial for him, but still Knight Rider is good for 1 kill. There's no way that Chibi's gonna be able to make it. Don't tell me Chibi's actually gonna be on time. Knight Rider, you're an absolute god, and you're a machine. You're not a man. You're a machine at this point. Beautiful shot from his side. Chibi's gonna be coming on down through. He's just gonna be waiting. He knows that there's no way he's sticking this halfway. Defuse, swing out, just going for the tabs, just play with his feelings, toy with it as much as he possibly
Oh,
can,
no.
just like my feelings got toyed with as well. Thrift, you're out on the cards here, ladies and gentlemen, and this is how it goes. This is how it all ends. End it all with a jumping shot from your Spectre, goddammit! And God Particles, they bring it all back with a beautiful thrifty.
What just happened there? Things got really weird, really quick. Aggressive is crazy, talking about betrayal and stuff. Shivi is on an insane flank. Not actually getting any frags, but does enough to actually distract the players. Knight Rider, he was caught between a rock and a hard place, but with the Sheriff is all he needs. He's gonna buy enough time for Shivi to break the door from middle, go in, and just, you know, as my boy Aggressive said, toy with the feelings of Zaps. So, 1-1's the scoreline, and we can see the economy is as different as day and night. Pistols on one side, hard eco. Meanwhile, all Vandals, all ARs, all Phantoms on the opposition. Knight Rider, I think he's lagged out a little bit. Gets the slow there. It doesn't really matter. Gets the frag in. Ronnie's going to be inside the smoke, trying to play the smoke criminal. Shin-chan gives his shoulder away. Not really landing the shot, Amber. Going to be falling back, going to B main, because B main is wide open right now. There is literally nobody there. The closest player to B main is gonna be Ronnie, but he only has a classic and he's stuck in mid. He's gonna be smoked off. No information for him. Can't really take a fight with this weapon if he steps out. But there is so many noise cues given away. Oh, Night Rider, is he gonna step in? Not like this. The right clicks connect and it's a headshot for him. Can he pick up a gun? No, he cannot. The door is being closed. That might deny him the end. Or now the door. Still a 4 versus 4 weapons advantage for set of God Particles. Ember gets the first back onto Juzo. Will there be a trade? No, it's gonna be Shivi instead of the shotgun. Ember. The fault line comes in as Shin goes, gets one frag. The trade is there from Shivi. 2-1's gonna be the score line and God Particles. I mean, ESM just let the B side open. That's on them, but God Particles were so good on holding on to that. Well, it happens. God, he doesn't need no satchels. He just needs the gun.
Yeah, he needed that satchel to get to the spawn door a little bit quicker. If you get into it much more faster before the timer starts, then you're gonna be
power.
Yes. They're professional players. They don't make mistakes, not do they?
Yeah, even if they even if they do some stuff, it's gonna be they're professionals, okay?
Yes, they know
Nothing
exactly
can
what they're
be-
doing. It's on the grand scheme of things. You know, when you have one satchel, this is what Scargot is thinking. I have 2 satchels, but if I use one of my satchels already, and they expect me to actually do a double satchel, I'm gonna do a single satchel instead. Big brain gaming right there.
Oh my god. I feel like
I cracked the code,
this is too
man.
much
I
for me.
cracked the
This is too much for me to handle. I mean,
Deploying drone.
I have an exam tomorrow. I might forget physics if I try to remember all this, but yeah, Knight Rider, he's gonna be holed up in wine. They don't really check that. I mean, if they do decide to go for a flank, maybe clear out that angle later on, but he's gonna be going for a peek. We do still have Zaps holding on from heaven. He's just looking at the teddy bears like, what are you doing? The teddy bear's like, what, bro? Nobody's there. Nobody there except a very dangerous Jet, but Juzo's gonna be the dangerous Jet. He's middle.
Blocking sight.
And the spike is making its way back in A. Knight Rider has gained a lot of ground, but
It got greedy.
down
What was
early
that
on.
swig?
Hunter's Fury is gonna be used up by Shivi trying to get a frag, but no avail. Instead, the that will now they're going to the A side to defend it. Shin-chan, not much he can do as Logi goes for a
30
fast
seconds
peek. 3 versus 3 scenario. They're walking into A. What can they do to deny this aggressive?
Absolutely nothing. Legista is going to be the one to shut down 2 players, get them the entry that they really needed. But Ronnie, he's right around the corner. He's going to be able to deny it almost immediately. He's holding it down, but still going up against Ember. It's just not going to be easy.
Oh,
Juzo on the
time,
back end
time.
corner. There's nothing that you can do about it. Juzo's going to be able to do it so beautifully. He says thank you in the background. He knows for a fact that the casters are watching him. And you can take a bow, Juzo, because your operator is the thing that got you around. Beautiful plays from his point. He was running a glass cannon operator, mind you, Kirito. He had no armor, and he was still able to make this work
One
beautiful.
enemy remaining.
Yeah, I mean, he should have been taken out so easy there. I don't know why Shivi was going for a slow peek. Maybe he expected him to fall back, but doesn't really matter. The lead that they had established is now taken down. It's going to be a 2-2 scoreline coming in. God Particles going for a bit of a force buy here. They're going to have 3 rifles, a Spectre for Shivi, and Blade Storm activated by Knight Rider. Not sure if it is the best idea to play with, but Scargod will take down Roni. That's going to be 1 player down for the side of Team ESM. Knight Rider jumping in, gets 1 with the Blade Storm, a second on the operator.
Player standing.
Greeny gets a trade, but Ember is there. Frag. Shin-chan, oh, that was a nice little head tap onto Ember. But now he's surrounded. Now they know exactly where he is. To be said, planting the bomb for safety measure. And Logi from the position of Sabrosa. Oh, what a poetic way to end it. You know, ESM dying from a position from a player in TSM. Okay, I'm just gonna stop talking.
Just gotta stop talking. God,
I'll
that
just stop
isn't even Sabrosa, man. Sabrosa's on the other side. That's mid. That's the
it's
bottom of
really-
mid catwalk.
It's close enough.
How is
close
it
enough.
close enough? It's like
It's
10
close.
miles away from the actual Sabrosa.
No, Sabrosa's under top mid.
Yeah,
Exactly at the top.
that is under mid cat. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna fight you on this. Not today.
It's
We have both
close
lost our
enough.
brains.
It's close enough. Don't fight me on this. ESM. They're back to an eco. And it's gonna be a buy round for the side of God Particles. Spectre for Shibi.
I'm waiting. Just trying to figure something out here. But when you look at the strategic aspect of all of this, why exactly is God Particles able to take away all of this? It's
Ooh.
primarily because that, okay, once again, ESM, they're consistently playing based upon their bodies for information. They're not using the utility to get a lot of the value. Just once again, here it was Greeny going in for a swing. Why are you swinging on mid? You have a camera. You can easily use that camera to get some information at the bare minimum, and using that information, you can position yourself. Yes, I understand. This is an eco round. We don't really have a lot to work with, but you can do so much. And poor old Juzo, he's just gonna get caught out as well. Scargod has so much map control in his favor. He's able to find everything. He's gonna be swinging out. He's gonna be able to get one more for himself. Zaps wanted to give him a little bit of a hug and a kiss on the cheek, but Scargod was having none of that. It's taken out in a matter of seconds, and now Shin-chan, it's your time to shine. He's fought two players, and he's like, nope, I ain't doing this, man.
Seconds left.
What?
How does this guy get two long-range one taps?
Does he not have smokes?
Does he? He doesn't have a dash.
I mean, Dash doesn't. He could have smoked himself.
Enemy remaining.
Well, Ember gets the trade, Scargod as well. Questionable plays from both sides, I'm being honest over here. This is definitely messing with my head a bit, but yeah, it's going to be a 4-2 scoreline. Again, with every 2 rounds, the side of God Particles win. ESM do get 1, but I mean, how long is this going to continue? If you give your opponents 2 rounds and win 1 yourself, it's eventually going to come down to them winning, isn't it? You're going to have 6 rounds while they have 12, but that's not what they need right now. They need to be able to utilize their utility to the full potential, not just to deny the entry, but to actually, as you said, gather information. They're using their bodies to go for the peaks, which is definitely not what you want to do. And you know, the way the agent selection works for them, they need every single player, because they're sticking with a very defaulty strat, obviously double initiator, and that just puts more and more weight on the Cypher and the Sova, because they're the information agents. Sky there would make things a bit more easy on them, but despite having all those utilities, they're not really doing that. We can see Undersphere coming in, trying to destroy the lockdown, but Scargod, alright, what is happening? Parkour class is sending the rocket fly, finds one onto Greeny, breaking the glass, and a second one to Shinchan. Ember is gonna chime in as well, but Zaps with a quick trade. Knight Rider is gonna cancel out Zaps, and it's all onto Ronnie. Doesn't even get the opportunity to land one bullet onto him. It's gonna be Knight Rider unscathed coming out of that fight. Not an ounce of damage on him.
Knight Rider, he's just a smooth operator, moving around the map as if he's Michael Jackson, but at this point, it's 2-5. They need to try and figure something out. Team EMS, they just were able to bring it all back, but it just didn't really work out in their favor. Oh wait, did I just say EMS instead of ESM? It's just kind of split.
You said it countless times.
Yeah, we had a really long day. It happens, and you know, it just comes to my
I'm not even gonna tell him. I'm not even gonna tell him. Let the mob get him. Let the mob have him.
Hello?
Yes.
You can tell me, but oh my god,
Yes,
Greeny, you didn't tell me that he was gonna get a one tap like that. But and once again, Greeny standing out in the open, that's gonna cost him. And Team ESM, they are not in a pretty good spot. They're trying to hold it down strongly. But Shibi's gonna be the one to spot out Ronnie. No kills for him. And now Logista, he's also getting pushed. They know for a fact that 2 players are going to be hunting them down from the side of mid-top. Scargod's going to get a free kill. Wait, no, never mind. It's going to be Zaps being the one to just tap him out of existence. And Scargod, a little bit shaky on his aim. I do believe that he changed his sensitivity again. And yeah, that's going to take a little bit of time for him to get used to.
Yeah, I'm not sure changing sensitivity on the fly during a match in tournament like the Dell Futurist Valorant tournament is the best idea. But yeah, all 3 of them are going to be rendezvousing in that. Yeah, they still are on an eco. TV does get the frag onto Zaps. I mean, it's not a bad eco run considering the frags there. But Ember getting a frag, he will be concussed, and Shinchan, it's an easy shot for him. But Logi, he's going to be able to provide cover for his teammate, not actually saving him, but you know, gets the frag nonetheless. But yeah, decent round coming out from the side of ESM, because 3 frags actually isn't that bad of an eco. They're able to get some money, get some more guns in their armory, and I mean, it's all gonna pay off once they start winning those rounds, if I'm being honest, because they're not really denying the entry that prominently. I mean, they have an Astra, they have the Cypher and Sova as well. Breach is also effective, and I mean, all these agents are really good at denying. So I'm just not seeing the same level of utility from them, and it's gonna be really causing them a lot of problems in these future rounds. I mean, how many rounds can like this before the gap becomes too large and nothing can separate these teams right now? But yeah, Shivi Sending the drone in from top mid, trying to figure out where this operator is from
Nice
Juzo.
jiggle.
Oh, Scargod. Oh, the timing on that. Scargod will be taken out by Greeny. Oh, taking out Logi. Greeny, though, Hunter's Fury. Will it find him?
How
No.
did he jump out of that?
I thought he
You're
was
an
done for.
absolute movement. God, if you're able to pull off something like that. But still, he still got the 2 kills that he needed to bring it all back. Knight Rider gets a little bit of a haircut from the sidelines. His hair is the only thing that got hit. And now, it's all done and dusted. Knight Rider may be good for 1 more kill at the bare minimum, but still, even then, it's gonna be hard. Knight Rider's gonna be the one to survive. He's gonna be the one to close out the door as well. This is gonna be all the time that they need to bring this one back. Try and survive. Chin's gonna be the one to take him on down. And Juzo's gonna be the last one to get that kill over on towards the body of Shivy. 3 and 6 on the scorecards now, ladies and gentlemen. And slowly but surely, they're bringing things back. They're turning the tides back onto their own favor. But they need this 6 and 6 scoreline because otherwise, ESM, they're not going to be looking good on that line.
Indeed, I mean, that last round, though, that was the kind of utility you want to see from them. We saw some really good breach utility, Sova utility. The drone, definitely from the side of Shivi, caught off guard some of the players, but doesn't really matter. They got the win. Some really good plays at the utility. And hopefully from this, they'll be able to continue that same performance. Juzo, aggressive play. That's a lot of stuff. That's something that a lot of Jet players love to do. Many operator players love to do. Is gone on that off angle and catch somebody off guard. Greeny will just be spotted by the drone. He's actually going to peek out concussion. Both of them are concussed. Ember is going to be the one to get that frag. Scargod is there to provide backup for his teammate. But yeah, the rotation is being done to the B side. As the spike isn't going to be in garage. Scargod is going to peek CT. Does he get the frag? We don't know. But from the kill feed, no, he's not gotten that frag. And they're going to be rotating to the A side. Oh, Ronnie. Oh, he gets a frag, but now he's sandwiched between 2 players. The Cosmic Divide providing them some cover while they're doing their rotation. But look at this fast rotation from Zaps as well. He can try and deny this if he wants to. But he's just going to be waiting for his teammates.
Spike planted.
Yeah, now it's just all done pretty much at this point. What do you do? How do you change this one? They're waiting, they're chilling. Trying to see if they can figure something out here in the bare minimum. Juzo is right on the top. This execution's not looking good for them. Ember's gonna be good for 1 kill on towards the back end. Logista's gonna be the one to shut down Shin-chan. And Juzo, he's just with an operator. Just save that gun, man. You don't need to do anything. He gets 1 kill. He's not gonna be able to get
That
this.
should be
Juzo.
enough.
That's enough. Just go. Run on away, man. Spread out your wings and fly. But he doesn't care. He still wants to go for this.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
He's gonna be running in the nick of time. And are they gonna survive this?
Yeah,
Maybe?
yeah, they should.
Oh yeah. Okay, he will. Okay, I didn't really see where the spike was planted, so yeah, he's good. He's gonna be living. So will Juzo, and he's gonna still have that operator in the next round. But despite having that very expensive weapon, their overall economy isn't that good. We see Greeny. He doesn't have any option. He's got to take a drop, and he's going to be receiving a Spectre from his teammates. So will Shin-chan and Zaz be using those same weapons, and Ronnie the only rifle for the team. Meanwhile, the side of God Particles, they are, they have money for days. They won a lot of rounds. They lost 1 round. Doesn't really matter in the end, but they have all ARs, and their momentum is on the sky as well. So is it. Everything is working out for them. But yeah, I mean, we see a couple of rounds with good utility from the side of ESM, but that's it. Not seeing that same way of play from them in the other rounds. Not the same coordination.
Or Shivy.
Sending his drone in.
Yeah, we really wanted to get that just with his drone. Yet he invested a shock dart into it.
Well, regardless, they are not going to be moving to the B side anytime soon, or are they? Okay, they're actually going back there. I mean, the shock dart did take care of the trips, so it should be quite open, except for the Astro utility. Wish you could destroy that with a shock dart, don't you, Shibby?
Well, if you could destroy Astra utility, man, no one would be picking this character at all. But at this point, they're just waiting. They're trying to see if they can find something out here, Shivy. Throwing out a couple of more recon balls to work with as well. And Shivy, you did not clear out the left side. And Logista gets a free kill on towards the side of Greeny as well. And ESM, they're not looking good at all in this situation. Knight Rider, he's holding from mid. If he swings out, this is already done and dusted. Juzo, he doesn't know what he's looking at. If he knew what we knew, Yeah, maybe we could have. If he
He's
just.
making some noise though. Can they hear that?
Yes, they can, but I don't think that they actually figured it out because of the amount of noise being made because of the wall breaking. Knight Rider, he's gonna get a free kill towards the face of Ronnie. He's looking for one more. He's throwing out everything that he possibly can to take this kill. Runs out of bullets. He's running away, and Knight Rider. Just let this
Get
one
out
go,
of
man.
there.
Just let it go. Just let it go as fast as he possibly can.
Die.
But he still wanted to go in for that.
One enemy remaining.
Well, that gives the opportunity for his teammates to actually push out of sight because that was a pretty decent distraction. It's all on to Juzo again. 2 rounds in a row. Operator save. Peeks out from Loki. He's gonna take him down quite easy. There's one more coming towards CD. It's Scargod. Gonna get him as well. And there we go. The op save again. That is actually some good eco frags, but honestly, I mean, God Particles, the economy is just at such a high right now that I mean, even if I think Ember died, it wouldn't really affect them that much.
The thing is, in this situation, the main reason why we see such a strong presence from God Particles is primarily that they are much more strategically sound. When it comes down to the raw aim, I personally have to say that ESM, they're just way stronger. I am seeing them hitting nutty shots consistently throughout the entire one. They're having a really good aim day, but when it comes down to the strategy, it's not really the same. They are playing very, very textbook ascent. And up against God Particles, textbook basis is not going to work. You need to think outside of the box. You need to get creative. You need to do something that schools do not teach you to do. So, are you going to be able to do it?
Schools totally teach you Valorant strats.
You should run.
I want to go to that school. I think what that school would be called, it would be called the one-on-one mentoring by Team Liquid. That would definitely be the school. That would definitely be the school, and this is the attendance. This is the acceptance test. You know, the admission test that all these teams are giving. And God Particles, they are passing with flying colors into the side. Skarma with the opening frag onto Shinchan, and the retake is gonna be begun. I said ESM. They still have some players to work with. They still have a lot of utilities to go for. I think the Cosmic Divide being the most important one, Logi, is going to be... I mean, I think Zuzos is predicting that, but he's not really sure if he's in the Log's position or B main. That Recon should confirm that he's in B main. I'm not sure where it went, but there's 2 players in B main. Okay.
That
retake commences. Oh, God.
Ooh, this is not looking good for them, but still Knight Rider, he's going to be the one to take them Roni at the bare minimum. That's going to be good for 1 kill, but he's not going to be good for anything more than that. Knows exactly where the other players are. Juzo's going to be good for another round towards the face of Amber. He pulls out his own Blade Storm, but the Blade Storm's not going to be giving him anything. Knight Rider gets another one on towards the side of Zaps, and then Shivy's going to be the one to shut down Juzo. Finally taking away that save operator that has been saved for how long? Since pretty much he picked it up. He hasn't bought a single operator right after that. That operator was his one and only treasure. That's also getting stolen from him. 3 and 9 on the scorecards now, ladies and gentlemen. We don't know what to expect here, but at the same time, Kirito, I'm proud of you. You got my segue. You got my segue. For the liquid one.
I mean, dude,
I am proud of you.
What do you mean? I do those all the time.
Hey, but you got my segue, dude. You got the signal. I was like, yes. He's learning.
I didn't even get any signal, just figured it out myself. But regardless, what I can figure out is this is going to be a really tough second half for the side of ESM. They are down 6 rounds. And even if they win these first pistol rounds, it shouldn't affect the side of Skargard, the side of God Particles that much, because they still have a substantial lead. They just need to get through those couple of rounds where the weapon advantage is going to be on the opposition side. We are going to see the Boombot coming in, the nade as well, actually denying the entry from ESM to quite an extent. The flashes are also going to come coming in. Knight Rider gets the first frag on the grid, and Shinchan with their own trades. Skargard and Knight Rider are going to fall. There's still a player inside. Shivy, he's going to find one, but traded up by Juzo. Zaps with the follow-up onto Logi. It's all going to be down to Ember. Should pick up the ghost that's right next to him. Unless, of course, he prefers the classic. Who am I to judge? But low HP on all 3 players. They are all nearing that half HP mark. So if he can isolate the 1v1s, you know, connect some right clicks, connect some multiple shots on their bodies, he stands a good chance. But he's still not sure where all of them are. He's still checking out that B main. Not sure where the recon came from. He will be spotted in the wall bang. Oh no, that's not the way. It's not the way to go.
it's not gonna work out in their favor. But it's
not the
completely
way,
fine.
my friend.
It's
Yeah,
do not, do not, do not.
You know
Not
the way.
right now. Not right now. It's
I'm gonna
11 p.m. Kirito.
I'm gonna dig it up
live,
from the grave.
I literally live 15 minutes away from you. And ladies and gentlemen in the chat, if you want me to slap him in the face, I can go to his house and do it. Don't really worry.
It's all
But-
gonna be yes from the TSM and Brazil fans. I'm calling it. Go and kick him.
Anything else? Have you got it out of your system? Because we have another round to cast.
Yeah, let's just go for it. It's gonna be a buy round for ESM. I mean, if it was TSM, it's still probably not be their win. But yeah, it's ESM, so we'll give them a chance. Oh god, forgive me, guys.
It's being dotted now back towards the matchup. Juzos, he's gonna be the first one to get a beautiful kill on towards the face of Knight Rider, but now they need to hold down towards this A side. Everyone is here, but still with only Classic, it's gonna be quite a hard hold for them to find. Greeny's gonna be the one to swing out, gets one kill for himself. Zaz is gonna be the one to take down Logistic. Greeny's gonna be the one to take down Shibi as well on towards the back, and now it's all up to Scargod. Scargod in a 1 versus 5. There's not much that he can do. Maybe go in for one kill, maybe try and find something out. Beautiful tap by him. Gets another tap on towards the face of Ronnie, but still, the gun is not gonna be good enough. 5 and 9 on the scorecards here, ladies and gentlemen. And hey, it was a 3 and 9 curse scoreline. Are we gonna be looking at another magic number to work with as well? The good luck charm that we all know and love, Kirito? It's coming.
It will
It's
be
coming.
difficult. It will be difficult considering ESM, they're still on their bonus weapons. They have Spectres, but opposition side got Particles. They're gonna be
Pray, man.
upgrading themselves. I mean, who would pray for that? It's so weird. But yeah, you know, I would love to see it. I wouldn't mind seeing it. ESM, hopefully they're gonna be able to pull it off. Knight Rider though, very aggressive. Juzo, he's gonna be jumping above the boxes. He's gonna destroy the boom, trying to run away. But so far, no trades from the side of ESM. They're gonna have to play this 4v5. They've taken out the breach. That's one initiator down. One more to go. That it's Zaps. He's positioned outside A main. Shivi's gonna be sending some shock darts flying. They're nowhere near that. The rotation is being done towards the beast. Again, a lot of Astro and Killjoy utilities present there. It's gonna make this retake so much more difficult. As we see, they're holding on. Some spams are gonna come in. Ember with the frag onto Greeny. The weapons are coming in. Juzo does get a trade on a Knight Rider, but still 1-man disadvantage for them. What are they gonna do now? 50 seconds of the clock. They are rotating back towards A. This could be a good idea if they take down Chibi, which they do. Unless, of course, one of their they die in mid. That's gonna defeat the whole point of it. They're trying to go out there. Scargod, I think they spotted them. Rotate.
Scargod, you just did not do
wow.
that.
Beautiful.
Beautiful game cells from this man.
I mean, who would go
just
for
know.
that?
Seconds left.
Who would go for that?
Hey, even I
gonna
would go
be-
for that. I always shoot the walls when that happens, but at the same time, you gotta expect a
Oh,
couple
there's a
of
guy
more
there.
systematic plays to be made. And poor old Ember, he expected. Sorry, poor old Roni. He just expected Ember to be inside of the side. And right at the very end, was right there sitting on the top end. Top 10 anime betrayals, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be 5 and 10 on the scorecards.
Should I play some
And
It's
now,
gonna be a 10-5 scoreline. Buy round for both sides again. ESM, they're gonna be able to get their hands on rifles. Meanwhile, the side of God Particles, they already had some rifles. They can rebuy them. The economy isn't actually 100% stable for both sides. The economy is so-so for both of them. And whoever wins this round, they're gonna have the solid economy to go on a few rounds, to be able to buy for the next couple of rounds. And that would be actually huge for the side of ESM, because if they have a decent start at this comeback. They won the first couple of rounds. They did lose their buy round for the side of from the side of
poor old Knight Rider. Oh no, he's
but-
alive!
oh, he lives. No damage
What?
done to him. They
No,
did not
Knight
get
Rider,
touched.
do not!
Oh, he doesn't get the frag though. Logi does get a trade on to Greeny. It's still a 3 versus 4 scenario. Entry being done to the A side. Drone is there. Juzo is gonna follow
Come on,
it up.
get the skill.
Oh, he's gonna clear the.
Juzo? Juzo?
Either Zaps did not say a thing, or Juzo was like, I want the bot more than I want that kill. But
Hey,
Shibi,
he
he's
just
gonna be
doesn't
holed
like
up in
TikTok,
mid.
man.
Oh no, this is the spike. That's a spike.
Oh, no. That's one kill.
There's one more
Chibi,
next
you
to
should
him.
know. Chibi, he made noise.
Oh,
Hello,
no.
look at him back. Look at him
Positioning.
run.
One enemy remaining.
Zaps.
God.
Area.
He was not going to be able to fight that as well. And it feels like
Shin-chan.
ESM, they're falling apart. Shin-chan, he's still going to be alive.
anybody,
He has
it's
the power
you.
of cartoons in
If
his
it's anybody,
side.
it's you.
You are the hero. Swing it out. He's going to be going in for the kills. He's going to be able to find one more on style as well. But Ember, he's right around the corner to go in for that trade. He nearly pulled off the impossible there, but he was just not able to get it. First of all, it was Juzo hating out on TikTok, and then it was Chibi just going in for a couple of backstabs. Come on, man. It's 11 and 5, and both of these teams, they're just going at each other constantly. I love the aim potential, though, dude, from ESM, but when it comes down to their strategy, I see absolutely nothing. How do I say anything about this squad? Because mechanically, I feel as though they're so gifted, but team play and strategy,
Get out of my
I'm
way.
not seeing any of that.
Yeah, some tweaks to their utility and their entries would definitely go a long way for them. And what other way to get it than to, you know, just win the match and go and meet Scream herself, who's gonna give you the best tips in EU, no?
No, Nivera. Nivera,
I mean,
all the brains, Scream, all the aim.
yeah, sure, if you say so. But I mean, we all know that each and every one of the players in Team Liquid are insane at the game sense, and they might be able to provide some insane tips regardless. But Nitra with the frag onto Greeny, that just definitely changes up the game. This is again another eco round for ESM. It should be a familiar sight for all TSM fans, because they're always on ecos. But yeah, Ember holding on to the A side all along. He's gonna be gravitational. Well, somehow still lives. Logi gets the frag with his worm nade and a
Spike down A.
gets one more frag. All onto Rooney with a sheriff.
Oh,
He's just
poor old Ronnie.
there's not nothing he can do. He got double peaked. He got satcheled on. It's just no way he's winning that. But it's gonna be a match point for the side of God Particles. It is a buy round for ESM. But can they? Even if they win a couple of rounds, how long can they hold out? Eventually, God Particles are gonna land that fatal blow, that fatal round, and get the dub.
This is not how it was supposed to go. This is not how we was supposed to be looking at something like this. Initially, I thought that, yeah, they have such good mechanical talent that they have a little bit of something to work with. Maybe they could give a proper fight against God Particles, but it's not really the case. Now look at them. God Particles, they're just disrespecting them. They're walking in, dude. They have full mid control for themselves, and Knight Rider's holding from the bottom of mid catwalk. You don't see stuff like this any day of the week. This is just pure and utter overconfidence from the side of God Particles, and that overconfidence came to bite them in the butt a little bit. It is going to be Greeny being able to go in for that kill, and once again, they're showcasing their mechanical talent, but the mechanical talent is nothing against the raw experience that all the members of God Particles have on their side.
Experience and chemistry as well. I'm seeing pretty decent chemistry from them as well, but nothing compared to this battle-hardened team who have been playing together for such a long time. Scargod with the frag onto Zaps, and with the showstopper gets more, and he's not done. He's Spectre onto Roni. He's gonna get one more frag, and it's gotta be done and dusted over here. Shivi, he spots out Zuzo. There's one more player close to him, that being Greeny. The headless Cypher will be headless now as there's a headshot, and 4K for him. What a way to end the matchup. And it's going to be a 13-5 score line in favor of God Particles. And they're going to be winning the round. They're going to be winning the series. And they're going to be moving on stages. What a match. What an experience,
What a
if I'm being
day.
honest. What a day.
Yeah, dude. A lot of memes and a lot of very questionable references from both of our ends. Brazil fans, CSM fans, Wall fans. Everyone's are going to be...
Apologize. I apologize.
Hey. You know what you should not be apologizing for? It has to be the people at Alienware and then at Team Liquid.
Yeah.
For just organizing an event like this, for allowing these incredible teams to have a chance to meet the B Team Liquid, what pretty much won the entirety of their own stages, just like they blew them out of the water. That's how incredible Team Liquid are. And the fact that they're extending their hands and an opportunity for a lot of these players, these young up-and-coming talents in our region, a chance to just go even higher and possibly just take out the international stage as well with their one-on-one tutoring sessions. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. But before we do talk a little bit more about that, right at the very end, of course, we need to talk about this match a little bit more. The match highlights are going to get prepped up and ready here. But as they are getting prepped up, we need to talk a little bit more about what really went wrong for the side of ESM, because it just felt like they were not in sync. It felt like they were not playing together as a squad. It felt like I was just watching an Immortal and Radiant ranked team come together and they were just out aiming the pros. And yeah, out aiming the pros is not that difficult. I will be honest with you. Out aiming pros is not hard. There are a couple of ranked demons out there that can just systematically dismantle players like Tens and Stream in like a snap of a finger. But when you put them in a tournament setting, they're not going to be able to perform. And that's exactly the feeling I got from ESM. They've been focusing so much on their aim that when it came down to map control, proper strategy, positioning, they were not really meshing well together. And that's one of the main reasons why they were able to take the pistol rounds. But as soon as it came down to over the buy rounds, it just all broke apart. We're going to be heading on down over into the highlights to get a visual representation of what I'm exactly talking about. So Kirito, take it all away. You start at the very beginning and I'll end myself.
Well, yeah, obviously, as you said, the point was absolutely on. I mean, I was absolutely correct. They don't really have that experience, and they don't really have, a proper understanding of how some of these teams play. And as I more and more watch them, I see them having these insane aims. They're getting those frags, but yeah, in the terms of strategy and utility, it's just not there. We're not really seeing a really strong trade game. We're not seeing them having much confidence moving into some of these sites, and I feel like the utility, there was so much opportunity to use those utilities, and as you said, there was not proper utilization of that, and that definitely gave away a lot of rounds. But obviously, I gotta say the aim is just so good. Juzo with that operators, you saw that shot was incredible. We are seeing a couple more frags from their side, and I mean, all of these rounds, I gotta say, definitely had a role to play from some mistakes from the side of God Particles, because they had the best strategy, they had the best tactics planned out, but obviously they maybe might have lurked out a little bit too much. Maybe they showed a gun barrel or so stuff like that. One of them died when they were supposed to, and that sort of gave away the rounds. But overall, I gotta say, God Particles, they just played as they usually do. They show their strategic dominance, and combined with the insane gunplay and aim that some of the players have, just such a deadly combo. And I think that is something that the side of ESM should replicate. The aim is there, and as we all say, the strategy just needs to be on the same level. And hopefully in the future, we might see that improve, and we might see them, get the revenge they now really want onto some of these top teams, especially God Particles.
Yeah, when you see the caliber of players like Scargod as well, the way that he was just running around on that race, just systematically one-tapping everyone out of existence, this just goes to show that God Particles, they're a roster that are so in tune with their surroundings and the way they can play together as a squad. It feels like I'm watching one single entity. Normally, I always talk about God Particles as a team that are made of a band of three friends. Three friends that you can literally count as one singular person. That's how close they are and the way they move around the entire map. It's always Shivy, Knight Rider, and Scargod. When these three are in a clutch situation, even if it is a 3 versus 5 and they have no utility, in some way, shape, or form, they can actually pull off the round. That's how good they are as a squad. And you can see this here as well. Ember and Logista, they're both mixing so well together. They are meshing together as a unit beautifully. And this is what I love about God Particles. They're constantly evolving, they're constantly improving, and that's what you always see. But in that sense, the side of Team ESM, they can perform a lot better as well. They have the aim. They just need to stop focusing on that aspect entirely and just rely a little bit more on the strats. Go in, review the VODs, just try and slowly but surely build yourself to be a squad that not only relies on aim, doesn't really spend like 10 hours a day on aim labs, but just in custom games together as a squad for just like 10, 15, 20 minutes? Even 10, 15, 20 minutes can do wonders for you whenever you're doing drills together. Scrims also help. And honestly, I do see that one of these days, Team ESM, they could easily be a contender in the tier 2 tier 2 seats.
Yeah, absolutely. They have that potential, and all the tips you gave were absolutely on point. So if they continue to, practice those on and on, we might see a lot of great improvements and great changes come to them, and we might see them, be a household name in the future that we would say every day, like God Particles and stuff like that. So that is the expectations we have from these players, but we have to wait in the future to see what they bring up to us. But for now, it's going to be your usual win. It's going to be God Particles taking the dub. It was an intense match at the very end. Really comedic match in some parts, I gotta say, especially from us, partially from me. I take the blame. But regardless, we're going to be moving on for today. That is all the matches we had. 3 matches. We're going to be back tomorrow, I believe, with another 3 sets of best of ones. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you are ready for those matches. Because if it was anything like today, it's going to be an absolute blast tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I can't really wait for tomorrow, my man, because honestly, I have to give a thank you to Alienware and Team Liquid for helping to create this Dell Futurist event once again. Such a beautiful event. All the teams that are getting such a massive opportunity to get a chance to get a coaching session from Team Liquid. People would die for that in any region. And here we are getting the special treatment from them. They have to say that this is something that all the teams should be striving for. They should be fighting for. And I thank Team Liquid for giving us such an opportunity and for Alienware to set everything up for us and also give us all the jazz that you see on your screen right now. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we've been having a long day. It's been a long set of 3 games, but thank you all for stopping by. But for now, we're going to be signing on off your boy Aggressive and Kirito. And we're going to be catching you tomorrow on the next stream for the Dell Futurist Gaming event powered by Alienware in association with Team Liquid. Good night and happy gaming.
On boundaries with the new Alienware M15R6, available on alienware.co.in. Experience smooth, high-speed gaming action with powerful performance and uninterrupted play. Enjoy software and warranty upgrades, exclusive offers and benefits with no-cost shipping. Ready to game like never before? Get it all on alienware.co.in.